Hey guys, we're here for another episode of Fat Squad Talks. I'm White Privilege here with God.
Hello, I am God.
Not condescending at all. And we got Fat Cunt, who's a fan favorite, obviously.
Yo,
we
what's
got-
going on?
Then we got Fork Outlet,
I'm back, bitches.
and then we got another guy named Seb.
Hey, how's it going?
So today, as you can tell by the title up there, we're talking about why Modern Warfare 2 isn't as good as you remember. Everything sucks about MW2 by the one boom. He has about 50,000 subscribers.
Fucking
He's,
loser.
I believe, mostly just a COD YouTuber. If there's any other games that he plays, I'm not aware about, but mostly he just does Call of Duty. And he had some interesting stuff from this 50-50 like to dislike ratio video. And we're just gonna go see it and react to it. Are the boys ready?
Yep, we are ready.
Yep.
Back
Let's start this shit.
ready.
All right, awesome.
Oh my god. That intro.
Yo, hey, One Boom.
What's up?
The kid with the YouTube channel. One Boom.
Yeah, it's me.
Dude, are you really? I'm subscribed to you, man.
Oh, really? My feelings on Modern Warfare 2 are very complicated, so I kind of constructed a little bit of a short movie to show you guys how I really feel about the game.
Wait, pause it.
This game is awful. Alright, that's
Yo,
about it.
Pause it. Can you
Alright,
go
so
back about like a few seconds where we saw the fucker?
All right, first of all, this man's like, his intro is complete ass. Yo, is that Boom? Guys, that's fucking Boom.
Yo.
Second of all, this man
let's just
said
say
he
what-
created a short movie. Bitch, you're on YouTube. It's not a movie. It's a fucking video.
My guy.
That is funny how he called it a
Can we
movie.
talk about this 2005 fucking bolt cut this guy got going on? Like he looks like
Bro,
he
look at him. What is he wearing? Join the Empire.
No, it's Indian. It's the Mupir.
You see, if you look directly into his eyes, you can see the screams for help. He's being forced to do this. He doesn't have a choice.
Darth
Yeah,
Vader's on
I did
the
like his
side thing.
intro too, where you
What?
could barely hear what everyone else was saying.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It's very hard to take him serious now because of that very feminine ass like throw of the fucking
Like,
case.
Look at that
Like
beautiful
he does.
face.
Bro, I'm sure his
Yo.
mom looked at him. He's like, "I like your cut, G," and then slapped that wig on him.
Just hits him in the face with a baseball bat.
That's why his face looks so flat.
Bruh,
He played a little bit too much
bruh,
PUBG.
Bruh, it's really unnerving how he looks like a child and a child molester at the same exact time.
You're like, gotcha candy.
And bruh, like he be molesting himself in the mirror, my guy, dead ass.
Be like, oh.
Yeah, every
And
time
streets have
every
been
time he
found.
walks past a mirror, he's like, "Oh, hello there, little one. Come here."
That must be frustrating for people who look both like children and child molesters at the same time, you know?
Yeah,
That must
it
be a
really is.
common issue. I
Yeah,
can
'cause
speak
not-
for
the
it
thing is,
firsthand.
God, when they come, like when they cross paths between one another, like they're both raping and enjoying it at the same time. When another person's doing it to them.
You know, it's the most awkward thing
And then they
ever.
realize they consented to it at the end.
Yeah, at the end, then they get all bewildered and shit, and they're like, "Oh, this wasn't
Why
real rape."
This man's
Why do you
Xbox
think he has
setup looks
Darth
just like
Vader
mine.
shirt?
And that's
He wants to
uncomfortable.
choke himself.
Yeah, no, you want to know what's really concerning, my guy? Like, what's up with the very anime type shit he got going on in the background?
What do you mean?
up there? You see that,
It just looks like a general background. I don't know. Are you smoking?
my guy?
Do you
Oh,
know
yeah.
what that's supposed to be, huh, Mr. fucking Weebo?
No, I don't. I
Why,
don't.
then why are you asking questions? Just roll with it. Man, this motherfucker's rich as hell. Look at that mic. Look at that PC.
Yeah, it's so nice.
My guy.
And then he's playing it all on
What-
his
what
mom's
PC
fucking.
are you talking about? You talking about the monitor?
So
he
I'm
has
at
there?
the monitor, but like, and then he's playing all this shit in his room at home. Nice.
My guy, honestly, it looks like he's in his like parents' like living room. My guy, like dead ass, like who the fuck keeps a build like that right there?
I think it's actually his room because you can see
you
that he
sure?
has his.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna lie, homie. That the dresser in the background, like I had to take a double look at that because I thought that was a fucking piano. I'm like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a
What?
dresser and he clearly has a laundry basket behind him.
No, it's just a fucking piano now.
dude, it's a fucking piano, my guy. The guy has autism, bro. He doesn't know what an instrument
No.
is.
You have to start playing once the autism comes out.
All right. Well, now that
There's
we
a video of him saying he's playing the piano and he's just up to his dresser.
Yeah, he's just continuously slamming all the drawers. This is how music is made.
he probably just beat the Modern Warfare 2 campaign using nothing but a piano. Every instrument was a movement on veteran difficulty.
Bro,
All right, now that we broke this man down for like the first 7 minutes, let's actually get to the video.
okay,
know.
yeah. That is very.
All right, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right.
Oh, okay, well that was
A
easy.
little bit more.
If you just stopped there, I would have been perfectly happy. But okay. Easy 40-second revenue right there.
Why does this
More
fucking
in-depth.
thing look like Beanie Baby?
He does. He really does.
He looks like Cartman in that picture.
He does kind of look like Cartman.
Bro, he looks like a South Park character that did not make the cut. Like they made
that's just
him
mean.
and then immediately forgot about him.
He looks like if a South Park had like this fake where they went to another universe and they had like a characters that with different animations and all of that in the South Park South Park.
Yeah,
show.
it's sort of
my
like
guy,
an
he
alternate
looks like
reality
bro,
South
he
Park.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, he looks like a South Park character in fucking Family Guy.
He kind of does.
He's a mosh pit. Fucking God.
I wonder if that headset he's using is a Turtle Beach one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it is.
definitely is.
All right, let's continue watching this, Chad.
No, I'll go a little bit more in depth. First things first, I wanted to talk about the fact that people say that Modern Warfare 2 is a colorful Call of Duty. Yeah, no. Some people say that like Call of Duty Ghosts had really bad colors, and I'll totally admit that it does, but then people say that Modern Warfare 2 has bad colors, and then somebody replies saying that no, it doesn't, it's a pretty game. It's not a pretty game. This game is not pretty. It's not what we would call visually appealing, but it did hold.
Modern Warfare 2 does look like a bunch of fucking sand is on my screen half the time. It's got a very opaque kind of color system.
Well, the thing is, like, bro, what year did this game come out?
Was it
2009.
Oh.
Okay, all right. I'm not surprised that it isn't very bright, my guy. It's not
I would
really.
say it has good colors though. Like look at the map, like Favela.
No, my guy, you're talking about colors, and you're like, oh, look at the map and whatnot. I'm sorry, I'm too focused on the blood splatter that's all over this guy's face.
I would say for 2009, to be honest, that this does have good colors for it.
Yeah, no, it does.
For the time, but if you're comparing it like now, that's just an unfair comparison.
Yeah.
That's like if I compared Halo 1 to in the future Halo Infinite. It's like, oh man, this game looks like ass. It's like, oh, I wonder why.
I don't know. Halo 1, I think, might look better than Halo Infinite.
Yeah,
Dude, we literally played it
Listen,
last night. It
know
looked
in
like
Halo, my
Dookie.
guy. I know in Halo 1 the brutes are gonna look a lot better, my guy.
I'm sorry, what?
because there were
In
no
Halo
brutes.
1?
exactly, bruh.
Did you just say in Halo 1 the brutes are gonna look better? What?
Yeah, because
Well, they didn't have boosts in Halo 1.
I know that's the joke, you fucking dickhead. Like, bruh, have you seen the fucking trailer of the brutes, my guy? They might as well not have existed. Like, dead ass.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be like
Cup's
really
brain is
tall and
operating
giant.
at a different level right now.
I like how we're
Can't
going from COD
comprehend
to
them.
Halo.
Yeah, he's like Kanye. He's the Kanye of the group.
Yep.
Who,
Oh,
me?
You know
Yeah.
what? Maybe we should change this channel
Are
from
you
Fat
saying I'm
Squad
about
Talks
to
to
have a
Fat
mental
Squad
breakdown
Roast.
just because of
That's all this is, really.
Yeah, we just roast everything.
We
It's
just
no,
just
it's not even
demoralize
fun.
people.
We
I
just-
mean,
no, when Jesus Christ got crucified,
Oh
he
my
just went
God.
to the gulag.
Hold on, guys, right here. Look at this right there. Check.
man, I feel like 90% of the time I make these videos and Rebo just makes a fucking red arrow somewhere.
No, my guy. There's a lot of funny shit that I be pointing out, my guy.
You know, it'd be
how this
better.
guy-
You should have
like
pointed out
how-
a blast beats. I thought that said blast penis.
Ass penis.
I'll pop it away.
That would be a good gamer tag. I wish I had that as mine. Oh, what's going on?
I have no clue.
All right,
Okay,
let's
just
continue.
start it.
Up pretty well. This is a shooter from 2009 after all, and it has to be treated as such. I know it's kind of a weird note to start on, but it's always bothered me that people say that Modern Warfare 2 is pretty. I mean, yeah, on the 360 in 2009, graphically this is actually a pretty cool fucking game. But some campaign missions are so washed out, and some multiplayer maps have these weird filters on them, and I hate it. Like, Call of Duty Ghosts is ugly, but at least it had some really good lighting in some areas, and some really
I honestly think they did a much better job with this game than Call of Duty Ghosts. Like everything
Yeah.
about Ghosts was awful.
Now,
I
That's
do
the
not
other thing
know.
too. He
Right.
says like, you know, maps and whatever, but he never gives
hold
specific
on,
examples.
bro. You
No,
know
he
how,
doesn't show us like maps that
well,
look
no,
better.
the
He
thing-
just shows us the gameplay from MW2.
Okay, when he was
Now,
explaining
hold
it,
on,
I thought he was
guys,
explaining it
guys.
like we were.
One at a
Guys,
time.
hold on. He's talking about filters and whatnot. And he's like how the filters are absolutely annoying and shit. And he shows gameplay of, you know, from one of the snow maps on MW2 with, you know, that filter, because buddy, it's fucking cold out.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to have a
If you're
filter.
getting annoyed by the little shit that's on the very edge of your screen, my guy, you need to
Redacted.
Oh,
No,
God.
Rebo,
no.
we can't do that again.
We don't want to play that again. That might go south.
listen. It's
It'll ruin
okay.
It'll
We
ruin your
will approve.
reputation on Twitter, bro. You can't do that.
Don't worry, I'll take the flack.
No, Rebo, what you meant to say was he'll have to redacted himself.
Just say rip and tear until it is
Listen, my guys, he's just gonna have to perform a late
Redacted.
for himself.
Redacted.
done. Fuck, I forgot now. We were joking about everything.
Well, if I would say anything, filters do add to the atmosphere in campaign and multiplayer, I would say. to the
Yeah, and this
maps.
map has a filter too because note it's supposed to show that there's like yeah, exactly. Well, I mean explosions happen, so you expect dust and smoke to kind of fill the air, so that's the reason why it's kind of filtered, because it's supposed to, you know, indicate that, you know, stuff went down right before you started playing here.
And don't forget time of day too affects the or show the filters affect what kind of time of day it is in the setting you're playing in.
What White Privilege was saying, basically, he says the maps and ghosts look better, but he doesn't show any examples.
No, that's what I said. What?
Yeah,
Well, I said that 2 days ago.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So,
But
did
yeah,
we
no,
bring
it's
up
true.
the fact that didn't it sound like in the beginning that the fucking videos he was kind of trying to compare it to now or something like that? Somewhere in the video.
Yeah, and then he
Of
said that
course it's
he has
gonna
to forgive it for it because it's in 2009. So he kind of contradicted himself, I think.
Yeah. So pretty much we're back to square one where the guy.
Redacted.
You mean redacted?
I wasn't
That's
paying
never been
attention.
confirmed. It's always redacted.
It's always redacted.
Guys,
There's a dead body on the screen right there.
Guys, I wasn't paying attention. So did the guy end up
Redacted.
for?
No, he redacted himself. Come on. Who does gotta say this?
Redacted.
All right, let's keep going.
good
I'm getting
effect.
nowhere.
I mean, obviously, it's like a game that came out years later, but I mean, people say that like Modern Warfare 2 looks better than Ghosts. Sorry, hard to sell me on that one. But the Modern Warfare 2 aesthetic
Slut.
is really
No, really?
gold.
Really?
Nah, this
Fuck.
man's
Redacted.
He literally is contradicting himself again.
Now this guy's just
Redacted.
for like this new generation of
Redacted.
players.
Let's just be like, oh yeah, this game is now trash because it doesn't follow the quality standards of today. Well, you know, they did do a remake. And
Yeah, why
Well,
don't
to
you
be
talk
fair,
about
they
the
don't have
remake?
the multiplayer for that.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
was also
sadly
complaining
they
about,
don't.
the campaign and maps and coloring and textures. So why not compare the remake?
yeah.
Well, yeah, well, this is only one with multiplayer.
The remake didn't come out yet. This was like a year before the remake.
Maybe you could do an update on the video. Be like, oh guys, I was totally wrong. This is awesome.
You know? Yeah, no, it's
but
weird.
still, he's still trying to compare it to like today's games, and it's like, it's stupid. Like, how do you expect a game that old to just magically become the best with graphics and all that? And he's just judging it out of nowhere, just pretty much making himself sound stupid.
It's true.
I'm just leaving it at that.
Much like the rest of the game, it's not exactly good, but it just rings so true to so many gamers. It's just such a beautiful game in spite of it being such an ugly fucking game. Like, is the connection that good? No. Is the balance that good? No. How about the software stability? Is that very good? No, not really. Okay, well, what about the graphics? Okay, well, they're alright. Even though I believe that to be the case, it's still just so iconic and so hard to miss. Like, you see Modern Warfare 2 and it just screams at you, I'm Modern Warfare 2, you have fond memories of me. And that's, I don't know, like other games have that a little bit, but Modern Warfare 2 is something special. This was Call of Duty.
Okay, he was ragging on the graphics, but now he's admitting that, people really recognize the game, And if that's the case, it means that the aesthetic of the game is pleasing enough that it still holds up.
Which, in other cases, it's a good game.
All right, so he just destroyed his entire video in literally 30 seconds.
Oh, no, he kind of keeps doing that. But still, I mean, if you're saying, the aesthetic is iconic, if the aesthetic is iconic to a game, that means that it still holds up. And graphically, it really isn't bad, especially for the time.
Like, then again, we are talking 2009. Like, this was pretty good.
Yeah,
like, in that
exactly.
timeline.
But the fact that he's saying it doesn't hold up, but people still think it's iconic, that
it was-
usually implies that the art style and, the design of the game, even though maybe it's not technically up to the same standards of everything, still holds up and it still looks pretty good.
Like, wasn't MW2 one of the most liked CODs?
Yes.
Yes, well, he's trying to argue that it's not as good as you remember, but he kind of contradicted his whole graphic standpoint there by saying it's iconic.
Yeah.
Because when you're blinded by nostalgia, it's because you haven't seen the thing in a while,
Yeah.
And you remember it looking better than it did. But when people see it nowadays, they're like, oh, I still remember that. That was fun. It's not like, oh my gosh, this looks like ass now.
Yeah, he gets more into this kind of point later in the video, like it's like the last minute or so, where he discusses about how people are blinded by the nostalgia of this game. And I can understand how nostalgia can blind people, but I don't think it blinds how people view MW2 necessarily. I can see it blind other stuff that you kind of grew up watching. So what are some examples of something that you grew up watching and then you went back to it later and then realized it wasn't as good?
Avatar?
Which Avatar?
Well, like the cartoon one, not the fucking...
Okay.
He enjoyed the first movie and he was like, oh, this sucks.
No.
The Avatar Nickelodeon movie wasn't as good as I remembered it being.
It's okay, Seb. You don't have to hide it. We understand.
I don't know. Okay.
I would probably say Ice Age 3 is a good one for me.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Attack of the Clones, definitely.
Yeah, that's a good one. Attack of the Clones, like prequel movies in general.
I think Sly Cooper won for the PS2. God, that thing looked like ass a few years later.
The only reason I said Avatar because it just started to get cringe when I rewatched some of the episodes. So I was like, well then, now I know what I watched. But the
Yo,
only thing I
Fat Cunt,
still
what's your opinion?
It's like a fat cunt that I saw when I was like 13 years old. She looks disgusting now.
Something
Riddle with disease.
tells me Fat Cunt has left us.
He just died. He's getting a blowjob.
That's the same thing, isn't it? Depending on the person.
now it just
Now, what are
relapses
things
to
that you
that
played in
thing.
the past that, or watched in the past that did like holds up really well? Lord
Dishonored
of the
1.
Rings holds up really well.
I will say that I did at one point go back to MW2 to just see what it was like, and it was just I went in my first game after years. It just showed a bunch of people floating around in the sky because it was a hacked lobby.
That's funny.
I was like, well then, and then there was a bunch of guys jumping around just infinitely shooting grenade launchers. So I'm like, awesome.
Yeah.
I love this game now.
Knights of the Old Republic is a good example for me.
Yeah, that game holds up real good.
I'd say Dishonored 1. She came out in 2012, and it still plays like the first day I got it.
It's weird to think 2012's nostalgia now for us, but yep.
Yep, that was
Totally.
8 years ago.
Bro, we're getting old. Fuck, we're gonna die soon.
No, just keep beating your meat. You're good.
Yeah, so Fat Cunt is officially dead.
All
Yeah,
right, well,
he's dead.
whatever.
Well, we'll continue on without him.
All right.
He was a fat
R.I.P. in
cunt
the
anyway.
chat. F for respect.
Duty's progression into the modern age of COD. This was out of the weird Call of Duty 2 or 3 engine that COD 4 and World at War was using, and if you're a fan of how Call of Duty feels and plays today, you have only Modern Warfare 2 to thank for that. Really, the way Call of Duty feels didn't start until Modern Warfare 2, if you ask me. So much of what we're used to now with Call of Duty started Modern Warfare 2 in 2009.
If I remember correctly, World at War came out before Modern Warfare 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but he's saying Modern Warfare 2 feels like, the modern CODs.
Yeah, but he said like Call of Duty in general didn't start to feel the way it did until Modern Warfare 2. I disagree heavily on that. Call of Duty World at War and Modern Warfare 2 felt very similar because, the graphics engine obviously didn't update well, but the mechanics, kill streaks, and just the way the game worked in general was almost a copy and paste. The only thing that was different was the scenery, the background, and the weapons.
Well, yeah, like how the shooting feels. I don't feel like the shooting has changed really all that much since COD 4.
No.
Yeah, it really made a dynamic shift, I'd say, like Black Ops 2-ish to Advanced Warfare. That's when it really started to change. But post that, it felt pretty much the exact same.
Well, when you notice in
Or
like
pre
the
that.
newer quads too, like Modern Warfare, you actually see bullet drop. So
Yeah, that never existed.
that never existed. It was like once it was on mark, it was like you fired and then you killed the guy.
No matter how far away they were. I miss
Yeah,
it.
I know. You could shoot him like right across the map and be like, "Oh, got him." The only thing that stopped you is like hit marker.
I mean, most maps were about like 200-300 meters in distance anyway, so I can understand why there wasn't much bullet drop. Now it's like fucking a mile long.
Yeah, Battle Royales have definitely changed the gameplay of Call of Duty 100%.
It changed the landscape of Call of Duty.
Fucking PUBG, you ruined everything.
I love how it was like Fortnite that technically like really trended it.
I know, yeah, but PUBG is the one that started it with their dumb.
Too bad PUBG had like ass like mechanics and like ass graphics.
Yeah, because they're like, guys, if we make people pre-order this and buy the beta version, we don't have to finish the final version. We'll get our money.
Let's just say PUBG is a game that doesn't hold up anymore.
No,
definitely not.
No, we played it because that was the only battle royale game at the time, and now it's just ass. Half of it's just bots now.
Yeah, I know.
That's how poor it is.
Yeah, well, I wish Fat Cunt was here because of two reasons. Number one, he loves PUBG, and number two, we definitely need that arrow right here because just look at the little list of the people that just been killed. Jews for
he
Trump.
killed Trump? What?
No, he killed the Jews for Trump.
Oh, that's
Oh,
racist.
it's even worse.
Anti-Semitic.
I'm just noticing this as you pointed out. Whoa, whoa.
Deaf to an ACR. Jeez.
Yeah, this is how Biden won the election.
See, you know what's great about Modern Warfare 2? It developed men. Now everyone's just a fucking pussy. Remember all the chats that we used to hear back in those days? Even the little kids were toxic, and it was great.
It's fantastic. The funny thing is, if you still join a lobby nowadays, the people are still toxic. It's wonderful.
But not as much. Like, you know,
Dude, I went
most people
into
are
a
in
fucking-
parties or something like that. And this game, it forced you out of that. It's like, no, you're not staying at a party. Get that shit out of here. You're going to the game chat, into the toxic chat.
Dude, have you seen Cold War's chat so far?
Nah.
No.
It is really toxic. Very much more toxic than Modern Warfare. Like,
Maybe
I'm
I
just-
should get Cold War then.
like when I went into a couple games earlier today, and there was just people screaming at each other. It didn't matter if you were on their team or not. They were literally just yelling at each other the entire game, calling each other like
Redacted.
flapjacks.
Yeah.
I almost said it.
Sounds like a good thing. All right, let's let
you know-
this man continue.
And again, oodles of respect to the game for that. But let's talk about it how it is right now. And I know some of you guys aren't going to want to hear this, because it's Modern Warfare 2. This game kept people from committing suicide. It saved marriages. It put
Oh,
lives back together.
excuse you.
Software to grace
Yeah,
this
pause that for a
planet.
second. This man just said this game helped you prevent suicide. No, I don't think that. No, I'm pretty sure
Yeah, when
hearing.
I watched this the first time, that part made me laugh so hard.
I'm pretty sure hearing "I fucked your mom" or "you're stupid," whatever, 100 times over every day wouldn't make me feel great about my life.
No,
only
definitely
thing
not.
that
I like
helped
how
me-
it saved marriages. Like, how does MW2 save a marriage?
I feel like it led to more divorces, if
Yeah,
anything
God,
else.
because
exactly.
some
because the
12
husband
this
was
thing
playing
gave me
too
anger
much.
issues.
No, God, because some 12-year-old kid fucked your mom, dude. Come on.
I
Oh,
had
dude,
bad
my
anger
pressure
issues
was
back
just
then,
cured
bro.
for
I
that.
fucking
Thank
broke
you.
my
Thank
controller.
you. I really need that fork outlet.
Oh man.
I broke my controller so much because of these kinds of games. I was
But it
such a
saved your marriage, Seb.
Yeah, come on,
It
Seb.
saved your future potential marriage because you listened to
And,
that.
and it prevented your suicide somehow.
Yeah, I just had to break like 5 controllers in order to feel good.
Good. I'm pretty sure
At the
he's like,
suicide hotline, I bet if you call, you're like, oh man, I want to kill myself. And they're like, well, have you paid MW2 yet?
They're like,
MW2,
get
what's
that
that?
anger out now.
like, dude, here, just play a game MW2. You'll be fine. And then
Yeah,
they just
you'll
hang
be
up.
Yeah, but back to what white privilege saying, like saving marriages, I think this had the opposite effect on marriages. How
Hearing your
would this
husband
even
or
save
your
a marriage?
no, hearing your husband or your wife screams like racial slurs every day probably wouldn't benefit your relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on. Isn't it? They say if you don't have an argument in a relationship, it's not a healthy relationship.
That's bullshit. Who told you that? It's not an argument. It would be just a debate. or
Hey, there's
conversation.
always something going on behind closed doors. You never know.
Yeah,
Me and my wife, we
because-
met in
because some
the
people
game
let those
chat in
doors be open.
MW2.
Yeah. Have you met her yet?
No. Oh man.
God said sorry about all the pestilence and disease over the last.
No, I
God,
didn't say
I
that.
don't remember you saying that. What?
I guess that's some slander right there.
Yeah,
copyright.
He's misrepresenting me. I think I gotta sue him, guys.
Get your powers back.
Exactly. It gets even better though.
Here, have Modern Warfare 2. I get that. But you probably established those feelings inside of you when you were younger or just in a completely different spot in your life, when the biggest part of your week was staying up late with Mountain Dew or an energy drink, a snack, some buddies, and Call of Duty. When that was the biggest part of your week, or god damn it, your day and month, like that, yeah, that's gonna stick with you emotionally, but that's not where you are now. I think the
Okay,
people that
pause.
say,
Okay, like
I can relate to
at
this.
what point in your life was Call of Duty MW2 the most important thing?
Definitely not, but I definitely stayed up with like a bunch of amps and monsters and probably over a 30-pack of soda.
Oh, you fucking no life, dude. Get out of here.
Shut up, man. I'm not going to deny it.
I
I did it
mean,
with other friends.
I mean, like,
I
you cared
wasn't-
about school and stuff. You made like this sound like the only thing people ever cared about.
Did this guy just not
Oh,
have
yeah.
friends? I think people cared about their friends and family to a certain degree, girlfriends and stuff like that.
I mainly had just LAN parties.
Okay, I guess what he says is holds testament to Seb, you know?
Well, he's describing part of it. I do have a life, but I did it with other people. Okay, let me just clarify it that way. So technically, I'm not a no life, but I just did it with others.
yeah, no, but no, I know how you feel.
Well,
I
to be
did the
fair,
same
this
thing when I
guy
was
did
playing
it with
Destiny
others
1. I was
too.
like, dude, this is my whole life right now.
Gotcha. I don't know. I just never had a point where this was like my whole life, you know?
I wouldn't say Call of Duty is
No.
anyone's kind of like full life. If
I
that
feel
is,
like I was more worried about other things in my life than MW2. But that's just me personally.
I would say I would concur with the same experience. Fork Outlet, you were a big gamer back in the day, and I know you really liked MW2. Was it ever your life?
He just got real quiet.
Was this ever your life? He doesn't want to respond. He pressed the red button to eject.
Yeah, where'd he go? I wonder.
With me?
Oh no.
Oh, you're here.
We asked you a question.
Oh wait, what was the question? My shit lag. My shit was
He
lagging.
didn't even hear any of the stuff we just said.
No. My game was, or my connection was lagging. What'd you say? I didn't hear it.
So back, you played a decent amount of video games. You know, you really liked Modern Warfare 2. Would you ever say Modern Warfare 2 was your life?
No. Fuck no.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the most important things to you? Like getting laid?
I mean, yeah, I was probably trying to get the girls I had a crush on to fuck me, but that never happened. So
Ouch.
yeah, big sad, bro. It's
Yep.
high school. What do you expect? They're not
When you
gonna
get
be
the true
sluts,
gamer feels.
right?
I'll move you like a joystick.
Hey man, I'm just saying I had a lot of good finger control back then and do now. So those girls have been, thankful for me.
All thankful for gaming.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, you gotta be reactive with your front fingers, man. I'm just saying.
It's just like that song that says "To the left now, y'all." What is that song called? I can't think of the name of it, but
It's like, say what you want, but no one can finger a girl better than a gamer. We've had it. We know.
Redacted.
I mean,
No.
Fork Outlet knows from experience.
We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
when you look at a gamer's hands, they have 6-packs on their thumbs.
They have 6-packs all over their fingers.
Yeah, we got muscle hands.
But yeah, no, the
Probably
Modern Warfare
some
2
of my
was
hands
never.
growth from the radiation of controllers.
Modern Warfare 2 was never solely my life, and I feel bad for anyone that says that.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree there either.
I say video games are my hobby.
Oh yeah, great pastime, but not my fucking life. I mean, unless you're like a really hardcore dedicated YouTuber like PewDiePie was and make a really good job out of it, then no, it's not your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I play Modern Warfare 2 every day and it's flawless, it's perfect, it runs just fine. I don't know what anyone else is complaining about. Genuinely think.
No, that shit was far from flawless. Perfect example, being noob tubed at the start of a fucking match.
Oh yeah, he
Insta-kill.
agrees that it's not flawless here, but I feel like most people who play and like Modern Warfare 2 do acknowledge it has flaws. No one
it
says
has
it's a
so many
flawless game.
flaws. It's ridiculous. I've never felt so mad at a Call of Duty except for Modern Warfare 2 because shit like that. Spawn in, search and destroy, Afghan, boom, dead. Didn't even get a chance.
Yep, gotta love it. Like every other game nowadays.
No,
No effort put into it. It's just like spawn dead.
People knew the game back then. the game was clearly like had like it was kind of broken in a lot of ways when it came to like, and I'm just talking specifically on multiplayer and all that.
Well, yeah, it was just basically with the noob tubes, I'd say it was a bit broken. Everything else, I think, was pretty fine with it, though.
I mean,
What
the
about
UMP-45, bro. The ACR, the FAMAS.
What about the grenades being chucked across the
Stopping
map?
power, heartbeat sensor. A few things were broken here and there.
Yeah, but they were all fun.
Oh yeah, but
rapid
yeah,
fire
but they
controller.
they were broken, but they still made fun. Oh yeah, the modded controllers. I had one of those, but yeah, it was all
boy,
fun at
yeah.
the end.
I would say one man army,
Yeah, one-man army.
One man
I-
army, danger close.
commando technically.
I mean, oh, and the quick scoping. Oh my fucking god! Nothing got me more pissed off than when I put 7 bullets in the guy and I die from 1. It's like, fuck you. You're a piece of
Gotcha.
shit. Go kill yourself.
I would argue some of that stuff made it fun, though.
It did, but you know, it also made it annoying as hell.
Yeah, but I think that was what people enjoyed about this game. This game's more about racking up kills and stuff, you know, and getting big streaks.
But yeah, this game was not without a doubt a flaw. Or without a flaw. It had plenty of
Called
flaws.
trainers for school shooters.
Wait, what?
Instead, it's called trainers for school shooters.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, you know. This gives me the combat skills necessary.
Yeah,
This ga-
just like back on that one mission when you kill like what, a whole airport.
Oh no Russian.
That was funny.
Okay, that's interesting because you guys kind of agree with him there. I would say this game, everything is kind of overpowered, though. You could kind of use anything you wanted, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what kind of made it fair. But I would continue.
Let us begin.
Those people are living in the past. Because not only have they deluded themselves, which is fine, if you want to dilute yourself into a nostalgia pool where you just eventually drowned in your own sadness, that's fine. But when you start to
You drown in your own sadness because you're nostalgic about a video game.
God, clearly this man is feeling some ass sadness.
He needs some Family Guy ear
Yeah.
fucking.
You makes it sound so awful that you enjoyed something in the past, like it's killing you.
And so when you try so hard but you don't succeed.
Oh man. But I don't know what's with these COD YouTubers and saying it's just like, you know, if you're not good at COD or, you know, you can't accept the flaws in the older games, you just can't be successful in life. You're just a sad person.
Hey man, some of the flaws in older games are freaking great.
Yeah, but I just don't understand this test of it. Like they're really trying to talk down on you. It's just kind of
Like,
funny.
Oh, you had nostalgia of a video game?
Kill
Wow.
yourself, man.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
don't
have a
accept-
wife and a job. No, just kill yourself.
You're
fucking loser.
trash. You're trash. You belong in the dump.
I would just continue.
try to lie to other people saying, oh, it's just fine. It's like, no, objectively, Modern Warfare 2 is not just fine. Let's talk about this godforsaken connection.
Fucking amazing.
All of my
Yeah, like how he says it's objectively fine, yet he kind of said a lot of subjective points, I thought.
Yeah, or it's objectively not fine.
Yeah.
His next
Objectively.
bit is pretty good, though.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say stuff about like the weapons. There was definitely some stuff that was like broken, kind of difficult or like overpowered. But at the same time though, the game was still really fun. It was like the most popular like FPS multiplayer shooter, definitely at the time.
Yeah,
For a
I
long
would
time.
argue it was dumb fun, and that's what it tried to do. You know, it wasn't supposed to be the super serious, super balanced game. Well, I would say it's balanced, but everything is really powerful.
No. I'm going to kill all of you with an MG.
When everything is OP, nothing is OP.
Exactly.
bad matches today to this fucking connection. This game invented shoot first, die first. You die so incredibly fast, and sometimes somebody will come around the corner, the game will like freeze for a second, and then it'll unfreeze and you'll be respawning. That's fun. It really is dependent on who is host, and like, duh, it's a game from 2009, I'm not surprised, I'm just stating it as a fact. This game connection-wise takes any competitive skill out of the equation. All you need to do is compensate for the connection by using one of the really powerful high DPS weapons.
Now wait a minute.
Play a little bit conservatively.
Okay, first of all,
Pause for a second.
ACR is not a high DPS weapon, and it's like one of the best weapons in the game.
So this guy's complaining about your skill is determined based on your connection to the host. That's host in the lobby. But what difference is that from today, where it's based on the connection to the server? You still lag. That's not going to ever go away.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, he acts like this is not a problem nowadays, but in any modern game you play, you sometimes die due to lag.
I mean,
Is it
even in
annoying?
Warzone.
Yes, but does it happen? I mean, you just kind of have to deal with it.
I mean, even in Warzone, literally half of my deaths is because my fucking screen is lagging all over the place and people are just teleporting left and right and I can't fucking hit them because of that. It's like, okay, I guess I just suck in general.
Oh, okay, I'm just gonna die here. Like every game has this.
Yeah, exactly. He's acting like it's just exclusive to this one, but I've never played an online multiplayer where there was no lag, or, at least I didn't occasionally happen.
I mean, Avatar Warfare never had lag.
Oh, yeah, Avatar Warfare was perfect.
Avatar Warfare.
Greatest FPS of all time.
Dude, I
hands
got
down.
44 kills in my first match, 0 deaths. I was a god.
You still are.
Thank you.
Oh, that's why you were named God.
Exactly. That's where the name came from.
One of us should just be named Christ.
God,
Call me Christ.
We could call Fat Cunt Fat Christ.
Fat Christ.
Now, God, based on your divine intervention, do you believe this man is a racist?
Definitely not, man. He's complaining too much.
Pathetic.
So he's a bitch.
Yes.
No, he's gay because he's petty, remember?
He's petty and argumentative.
Oh, isn't that why we called him a pedophile with baby face? And he loves himself so much.
Yeah, it's true.
Around the edges of the map, you can go on long streaks. If you try to play this like rushing into enemies, likely you're not going to die by your lack of accuracy. You're not going to die because the enemy team is better. You're going to die to some sort of unforeseen technical issue that probably also plagued the person that killed you, but they powered through it better than you did. If that sounds hard.
Okay, so are there just nobody who's actually good at MW2, or have you seen people online, or from your own personal opinion, been pretty good at this game, and it was because of your skill?
Yeah, I was pretty good at Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not because you had amazing connection all the time. It's because you had, actual, ability in the game.
I like how Fat Christ is perfectly reincarnated for this moment.
After we gave him that name.
Yeah, you named him Fat Christ.
And then he rose again.
Wait,
see, it worked. Yeah, that's why we're calling him Fat Christ.
Oh, wow, he got resurrected as Fat Christ. Incredible.
It was energizing. Okay, new Activision name, Fat Christ. Oh, shit.
Yeah. And once again, he keeps on acting like, anytime somebody would kill him, it was just due to lag. It was never because a guy outshot him. That's such a gamer sentiment, But we all know, deep down, that isn't true. You usually die, it's because the guy outshot you, or maybe he has a better angle.
I'm not saying this guy's bad at the game, but I clearly tell that this guy is missing shots in his own gameplay.
Yeah, we'll get to those later, though.
Honestly, from the looks of it, guys, I feel like he's kind of purposely showing how bad he is in the game.
That why
if we want to be completely honest, so he's trying to use the fact that he can't aim as a form of how should I say, a form of ammunition to kind of back up what he's saying, but at the same time, he just can't aim. He physically cannot aim. So far,
I don't think he's actually that bad at COD, because I've seen him post videos where he does do well.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. He's purposely missing shots so he can back up the statement on how Modern Warfare 2 is a shit game.
I don't think he's purposely missing shots, but I think he's confused when he dies, or he expects to do better than he
But
actually
wouldn't that mean
does.
he'd be bashing himself?
Well, my guy, if he was confused on how he died, that's the whole point of a fucking kill cam.
No, it's true, but I think he is good at COD. I think he just has that popular gaming sentiment. Sentiment where if like I'm not doing good at something, you know, it's the game's fault. It's not mine.
Kind of like Fortunate early on during his Let's Plays.
Yeah, but that's just normal, you know. But when you make a video about this, you can kind of look back and reflect and see it's just like, yeah, that guy just outshot me.
I will say though, I've definitely had those moments where I will deny wholeheartedly that I shot first.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Seb, I'm gonna let you know right now. All right, you're just trash.
Bro, I'm about to tongue punch your fart box.
Oh my guy, bro, you're on borderline of like James, like missing type bad.
I don't know how he aims. So I
God
can't
used to
really
be
admit.
good at FPSs.
And then he got a life.
That's sad. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
quite depressing. I'm sad I have a life now.
Yeah, no, you should make your life MW2, of course, to save your marriage and protect you from this recession.
I need to protect myself from suicide as well.
Yeah, as a financial analyst, you know how you protect yourself from the recession? Modern Warfare 2.
Exactly.
Damn, they should have just.
You know
brought
the
that
reason
shit
why
during
Donald Trump
the
is president
Depression.
right now? Because he played Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That's the only way he succeeded in life.
Hey, you know
I
how they
like
got out
also
of the
too how he says
Depression?
it isn't as good as you remember, but I'm like, well, it saved my marriage and protected me. It saved me from suicide. This is the
Hey.
most amazing thing. Yeah.
Hey, they got out of the Depression by playing Modern Warfare 2.
Also, I'm pretty sure like stuff that's like kind of cyber, like anything video related or like looking at a screen can actually make someone more depressed.
Yeah, I don't. We already argued that point why it didn't make any sense, but let's continue.
Harsh, it's because it is. I'm sorry, everyone I've played with today has said the same goddamn thing. Wow, this game feels like shit. Like, I thought Black Ops 1 had terrible hit detection, but then I remembered Black Ops 1 is even newer than Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 has a special kind of bad hit detection. It's one that tries to fool you. It's not always bad. Sometimes you can kill like 4 people, 3 shots each, and then one person will come around the corner and you'll unload a mag and they'll start hitting you and there'll be some sort of jagged frame rate issue and then you'll die. Maybe I just need to get used to it, but I don't really want to get used to a laggy game from 2009. Just doesn't seem like a priority if you catch my drift.
All right, pause
Shit.
it.
This guy's a bitch. Oh no, this game's so hard because it doesn't detect my bullets. I don't want to play this anymore. Why can I kill
I'm
the
so-
people
okay.
Well, the thing is, what he's saying is just wrong. It actually has good hit detection. The only reason why he's experiencing bad hit detection now is A, hardly anyone plays this game anymore. It's peer-to-peer, so you're not going to get into great matches all the time.
Yeah.
Like back in the day when everyone was playing this, you got into good matches and the hit detection was honestly pretty spot on. I mean, sometimes you got killed behind walls, but that's not hit detections. That's just the bullets curving into you because that's how they did the aim
going through the
assist in the
walls.
game.
Like, let me also point out the fact that every COD actually has hit markers. So that there is that problem that when you shoot a person and he doesn't die or take no damage.
No, that definitely happens, but that's mostly due to lag, you know? That's not because the game is busted. It's just that, look, you're in a bad lobby and it's bad peer-to-peer. And I understand that happens when you do peer-to-peer connection, but part of it also why it wasn't a problem back in the day, or if it's not a problem like when you LAN it, is because there was a lot of people and you had a better chance of actually getting into a good match. So what he's saying basically is kind of unfair.
And all
Like
the
play
time that-
any game that like no one plays nowadays, and the connection is usually pretty crappy.
Yeah,
PUBG.
because they're not supporting the servers anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like what? Of course it's going to be. It's like, bro, they moved on to the
I mean,
where
all
they're
the
going to
times
make
that
their
I
money.
played Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, it was sort
I've
of like
never
looking at
had
Black
an
Ops
issue
2.
when I aimed
You know,
down
when
the
Black
sights
Ops 2 was super
hit.
hacked, and you're just like, oh, Black Ops 2 isn't as good as you remembered. It's like, okay, I don't remember going to these lobbies getting hacks because it didn't happen back in the day. You
Yeah,
know?
you actually, got banned.
Yeah, exactly. But nowadays they don't do it, so I don't think it's a fair comparison.
Like, I'm pretty sure if you go back to any old game, they're gonna fucking have some issues because, like, there's connection problems. There's a lot more lagging. There's nothing supporting it. So, really, you can't bash it if there's nothing standing behind guarding it.
Exactly, and it's not an accurate representation of what it was. I guarantee you, if you play Modern Warfare 2, let's just say like local, like, split stream, you're not going to, or split screen, sorry, you're not going to experience any of these problems. You're not going to have an issue with the hit detection or anything like that.
Because it's running off your own shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So what he's saying, like, it has hit detections problems, it's not true. It's just that he's in laggy servers because no one plays this game anymore.
Yeah.
When MW2 was in its prime, looking back at MW2, was its hit detection like much worse than it was in other Call of Duties?
Honestly, no. I would argue that Warzone has worse hit detection, mostly just due to lag. I don't think it's the actual detection itself. But you feel like I experienced more, hit detection issues in that game than MW2.
All right.
What about Fork Outlet, Fat Christ? What would you say about what would your response be to my question?
Oh, what was the question? Sorry.
What, do you keep breaking up in connection?
Oh no, my mind was just going numb for a second.
Basically, when looking at Modern Warfare 2,
Mm-hmm.
does its hit detection seem like significantly worse than any other Call of Duty you played?
No, I think it's significantly better because I remember every time I aimed down the sights and I pressed the RT trigger, if I was looking directly at the person, my bullets would always hit him and I always see a hit marker. But these newer CODs, that's not always a guarantee. Hell, like playing the Cold War beta, I remember some moments when I was literally shooting the motherfucker and the game just didn't register. I'm like, I know it's a beta, but still, I was like, what the fuck? Or even when I'm playing Modern Warfare, when I'm leading the bullets and they just don't hit. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I never had this kind of bullshit issue back in Modern Warfare 2. I just had to look at the guy, and I didn't even have to lean or aim forward. I just had to look at the guy, shoot, and then the bullets would hit him. It was perfect.
Gotcha.
It was awesome.
No, I kind of agree with you there. I don't really feel like shooters have actually gotten better in that department, when it comes to bullets not registering. I feel like it's always been a problem, and new shooters really haven't fixed that.
Nah.
And honestly, it might not be something you can fix because it is just due to your connection to the server or peer-to-peer or whatever they use.
Because I just said what I meant. The one thing I think people just don't want to admit is that Call of Duty recently has had some really good connections. Yes, even Black Ops 3, in comparison to this hunk of garbage, runs so much better connection-wise. If you want to say that the old CODs are better connection-wise and the new ones are all based in lag, that's fine, but I'm sure there's some objective evidence to the contrary, seeing how dedicated servers are now being used, higher quality servers are being used, there's higher...
I like how he says there must be some objective evidence, but he doesn't bring up any objective evidence. He just says it must exist.
And he's bringing up the fact that newer games have dedicated servers, and they're supported again.
Yeah, this game isn't supported anymore.
Yeah. It's like, of course. Well, why is a company going to go back all that time just to support 360 servers?
Yeah, I mean,
But,
if
know-
the Activision wanted to support this game, I guarantee you it's running at least, or, server-wise and connection-wise, it's probably going to run as good as the good CODs, I don't feel like there's really been a lot of, adaptation to that, and he just kind of says there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I find weird is obviously, not trying to objectively prove it and all that when, he's making this video. It's like there must be some objective evidence when he clearly doesn't show it. Like usually this is a video essay. You're supposed to provide more substance and
No, man, this is a little movie. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're right.
yeah, I was just totally wrong right there.
Would you guys pay $15 to see this in cinemas? This little movie he made.
I think I'd pay $15 to just puke on the fucking entrance of that.
$15 for this. That's more expensive than most movie theater tickets.
I know, it's only 14 minutes. What a garbage ass movie. I want my money back.
I'd say pay me to shit on the doorstep.
Yeah, but I do find it funny that, doesn't really provide that. And then obviously, servers now these days are going to have,
Yeah, they're supporting it. This game's not
connection.
supported anymore.
But if I remember, the connection back then was still good enough. Like, obviously, there were host migrations and all of that.
Server-wise, it was great. Host migrations, awful.
The host migration sucked and all that, but usually for the most part, you can get through them. I think we only had maybe several instances.
I'd say maybe 5 host migrations per month, maybe.
Yeah,
that's like once a week,
5
basically.
or 10.
Yeah, once.
It wasn't bad, considering the fact you play hundreds of matches per week.
Yeah, you're just constantly playing the game, and never really had problems when I played it.
The only problem I had is I couldn't get the fucking nuke.
You got close one time, but then on terminal, but then you got grenade noob tube. I remember that story.
Yep. 22 kills, man. I was almost there, but nope. Someone just had to fucking noob tube me.
When you can remember something that long ago, but you can't remember the recent number on your math test.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, man, those memories are haunting. All right, I'll never forget them.
This helped cure Fork Outlet's depression and saved his marriage.
Yeah,
exactly.
Saved his marriage, prevented his suicide. He's now going to get employed now. Amazing.
See, when I finally find the right woman, I'm going to tell her that I'm all in for 2 story, and she will fuck me for the rest of my life.
That's exactly how it works.
She'll I understand your pain, young one.
Ooh, a MILF, I see.
Of course, man. Oh, you think I want that young shit? Disgusting.
I don't know. You're saying you gave me some misleading information in the beginning of the podcast.
I'm sorry.
He wants the overgrown powder.
MILFs know how to make that
code being used now. I don't know. Maybe you can take your pick as to what you wanna bitch about. But it's just a fact. Connections are better these days, and it's really jarring to go back to games that feel like this.
Funny thing is, in that clip, if you pause it, you can see that the guy clearly aims down the sight before he does.
Surprise, surprise! He's a fucking retard.
Yeah, because look, he's aiming down the sights.
Remember, he's got to aim down your sights.
The enemy is aiming down the sight. It shoots him first. So that enemy should have killed them anyway, He's not even prepared to shoot him.
See, that player just knows, based on the campaign teachings, he's got to aim down his sights. Aim down his sights, enemy.
Exactly. I can see that the kill is a little laggy there, and that's probably just a peer-to-peer issue, but I'm pretty positive that the guy that was shooting at him was the one who should have killed them, because on his screen, he's aimed down his sight before this guy is.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard detail. I wish he kind of, maybe, if he really wanted to bring out his point more, he can actually just pause it, kind of dissect it a little bit more, except he just kind of lets you see it and then see it in slow-mo. Doesn't really
because look at this screen right here. The crosshair's not even pointed at the guy, and he's already hit, and this guy's clearly aiming. I don't know why he's bitching about getting killed here, other than the fact that it was laggy, but this guy should have killed them anyway.
Pretty much.
What the fucking... I forgot that about old Call of Duties where
what the fuck did
sometimes gunfights are just over before they start. Okay, so now that I've pissed off everyone watching this video that doesn't want to admit that the past is the past, let's talk about balance. Okay, Boom, but first, let's
Yeah, I
play a
like it.
game called...
I like it how he said that was a good point, but if you actually dissect it, the other guy shot first and was aiming down his sight before him, and they're at like point blank range. So what does he think that's going to happen?
The difference is, though, he was talking condescendingly, which means he's automatically right.
Exactly.
Jinx.
This fucking guy's whack.
He is.
It
Just
literally
like, oh,
leads
these
off
older
of his
cards,
stuff.
it's just they just can't, account for my greatness.
I honestly don't know what to say half the time because it literally just keeps leading back to the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, this guy is very repetitive.
He's a
I'd
vinyl
say.
record. He just goes on repeat. Doesn't bring up anything new.
I wish you could put the record backwards so you can hear a deep voice.
I wish this man was. No, never mind.
Redacted. We wish this man was redacted.
Yeah, I wish this man was redacted. I'm not gonna say it though.
Did this man pass no November?
Probably not.
No.
That's the reason why he's bitching about this. He's gonna take out his No Nut November rage on Modern Warfare 2.
Like, I need it. Fucking give me more.
Let's see if this game is old enough to have an instruction booklet. Okay.
I was gonna say insurance.
No, it's...
Is he just jerking off? What the fuck are you doing, dude? Look at his face. He's like, man, it's so small. I wish it was bigger.
Your magnifying glass, my guy.
Well, I didn't realize those books had such naughty pictures in them.
Probably thinking about Darth Vader right now. Yeah, you like it. You like the dark side, don't you, Anakin?
Use the Force.
Makes me think of this one episode of Robot Chicken where this guy was choking one of the officers and the guy like came in his pants and Darth Vader couldn't keep a straight face, so he walked away.
You know what's gonna happen? 10 years from now, this guy's gonna be married, right? And when his marriage is on the brink of collapse and a divorce is coming up, he's gonna show his wife this video, and then she'll automatically forgive him and be like, "Oh my god, this Modern Warfare 2 saved our marriage." And then they're gonna blow up Islam.
That's beautiful.
The FBI open up, fucking just like swarms in. You cannot have this sacred information.
Well, let's watch him try to read this instruction book. He actually tries to make a joke here, but I don't feel like it works very well.
Oh no.
But this is the best comedic scene in the entire movie.
Exactly, this little movie he made.
Fucking cringe.
Movie, you say?
Phone number on the back. It's got little pages. Oh no. It's got how you play with the options menu and the multiplayer. It shows. It's got a little code on the back for access to support. Oh no. Oh no, it's got a table of contents. No. Oh no. I didn't come here to read. I can't even read anyway.
God, he sounds so fucking annoying.
Well, isn't that fast?
So basically, the joke was that there was an instruction book and it had instructions in it.
Yeah, he's at least honest with us that he can't read because he's surprised by the table
Well,
of
no, I mean,
contents.
well,
but he
here's the
has to
thing,
read
like-
it to know the table of contents, so it's kind of a crappy joke.
Imagine
Yeah.
being like a first-time gamer, you've never touched a video game, period. Of course you're gonna have an instructional, little book or guide onto how to fucking play this shit. The game itself can only teach you so much, but say, I don't know, this is kind of rare, but say you're like in your 40s and you decide to listen to your son and say, okay, fine, I'll play video games.
Oh yeah, you want to save your marriage, so you play MW2.
Exactly. You play MW2 and you're like, how the fuck do I play this game? What are you going to do if you're that old and you're not accustomed to the shit like that? You're going to read the book. You're going to read the instructions and be like, oh, so this is what this all does. Okay, now I get it. Because some people are like that. Some people just think and learn that way. They don't just pick up the controller and they're like, oh, if I look at my controller and press the right trigger, I shoot. You know, not everyone's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I mean,
there's
we
a
don't
reason
really
that-
need them nowadays. They kind of put that stuff in the computer, but it's just like, okay, I understand that, games have instruction books. But he didn't really make fun of it. He just made fun of the fact that there was an instruction book and there's things in it.
So does that mean he's
I
making
mean, it's an
fun of
instruction-
every game
it's an
because they
instruction
all have
book.
instruction books?
Exactly. Let's just say the joke didn't work on a lot of levels there.
I mean, like, even for me, there have been some games where I did look at the instruction book because I was like, what the fuck? It doesn't tell me this shit in the game. So why'd I have to look at the instruction book for it? I mean, it was annoying, but at least it was there.
I would
Some-
say occasionally the instruction books are nice. It depends on the game. Like they give you some good information, some cool pictures to look
Fucking
at. And sometimes,
Elite
like especially
Dangerous
when
needs
you're
one.
younger, you weren't able to play the game immediately. And it's fun just to look at the instruction book to kind of get you hyped for the game.
Right.
Fuck, should I just buy Elite Dangerous disc even though I have it on digital so I can read the instruction book?
Yes,
Yes,
you do,
honestly,
exactly.
you probably should because that's the only way you're gonna learn how to fucking play the game.
Dude, you're gonna remember that 10 years from now when it will be nostalgia.
I guarantee you the game doesn't have an instruction book nowadays, though.
No, it has instructional videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean,
instruction
it's like a
videos
10-year
one.
long project, so you're gonna see it until at least 2025. It's not going anywhere, boys, and I'm not going anywhere with it either. I'm sticking with it.
Oh, so you're not getting anywhere in the game?
No, I'm not going away from it. I'm sticking with it forever
Oh,
until
oh.
it dies. I'm sorry.
You're well. I was just pointing out the fact of saying it's not getting anywhere, and I'm not.
Jesse,
getting
I'm gonna
anywhere either.
fucking rip and tear until there's nothing left of your asshole. All right, how the fuck do I get up here? All right, keep going with the video.
Yeah, no, I just want to bring up one point. I like it how he calls it like a movie, and then he tries to do this comedic skit, and his comedic skit makes no sense because he says, "Oh, look, there's a table of contact," and then shortly later he says that he can't read. Doesn't make sense for his character.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Maybe
It's
maybe his
contradicting
video should have a
character.
table of contents because it's so
This was-
ass.
This was definitely written and directed by Ryan Johnson.
Exactly. This is just Ryan Johnson's kid, Matt.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Fascinating. It looks like it is old enough to have an instruction booklet. Hilarious. Now get back to talking about balance or whatever you virgins talk about.
We're gonna have an ad.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. This is something that I'm really sick of hearing about because you get people that are saying, "Oh, well, you guys want balanced games because you're babies. This game is all about real, true man skin." No, I just stop.
Let's see this clip again.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. This is something that I'm really sick of hearing about because
Okay, so he zoomed in there, but let's see where his crosshair is when he actually fires.
you get people that are saying, "Oh, well,
Wow, look at that aim!
this game is
Jesus,
Oh my god!
disgusting. I
Like,
wonder-
I don't know
no-
why he shows that clip, because when he slows it down, you see that his crosshair moves to the left and misses all the shots.
Well, no, God, hang on a second. Remember back when you were saying, yo, the hit detection is awful because, the game is lagging. I can't hit anything.
But yeah, like looking at that clip, that's not even lag. It's like he's aiming to the left when he shoots. All the bullets come through. No, there might have been maybe one bullet that might have hit, but when he starts firing, he starts getting hit. So that's going to mess up your shot because that's how this game works.
He's destroying himself in this video.
Exactly. The funny thing is, like, I feel like if any of us played MW2, we could probably find a clip where there is bad lag, but he finds clips that aren't even like supporting his case. This just shows he has bad aim.
Like, look at the footage, my guy.
The thing is, he edited this and he slowed it all down. It's just like, how do you not pick up on this?
I don't want to know, like, in his head, did he possibly stop and watch the video and think to himself, maybe I shouldn't have this in the video? I've done that to my videos. I'm like, this kind of looks like ass and defeats the whole point of this. I'm going to get rid of it.
Maybe he should learn.
I mean, he's got like what,
Well, he
50,000
doesn't know how to read,
subscribers?
guys, so I'm
Wait,
not
wait.
so sure he can learn.
Didn't you say he has 50,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
Man, I guess if you're
Redacted.
anything's possible.
You mean if you're a redacted?
Oh yeah, that's right. If you're redacted, anything's possible. God.
Is all about real true manskin. No, I just stop it. No. First of all, this game doesn't have any sort of decent enough connection to warrant itself being called competitive at all. Skill goes out the window when really most of the gunfights you're going to win are dependent on ping and whether or not you're using one of the 5 overpowered guns in the game.
Just like that last one, that was all based on ping. It wasn't that you aimed to the left and started missing and the guy actually hit you.
Oh my god.
Would be nice if he like maybe showed himself like, you know, if it's like showing his hands on the controller of him doing it. And maybe if there was like a part where he's trying to aim and his left thumb doesn't really move all that much when he does that.
Honestly, just show a clip of where you're aiming at a guy and you are clearly aimed at him perfectly and you're not getting hit markers.
That happens to all of us, to be honest. Too.
Yeah, like do the lag, but he picked the wrong clip apparently.
I mean, if like one of his clips showed him like looking at the guy and he teleported to the left or right, that would have been better.
Yeah.
Instead, he just started looking to the left and spraying and praying in every direction. Using the Scar, which like had one of the lowest recoils of all weapons.
Honestly, it's
Pathetic.
kind of like that meme where the guy's riding the bike and he sticks the stick in the bike and he falls over.
And then he starts complaining about why the bike malfunctioned. This whole video is just that. That should be the thumbnail.
Yeah, we can just put his face on it.
If you could Photoshop it, that'd be great.
How much he sucks. Just put his head in like the crosshairs.
The funny thing is, I don't think he's bad at Call of Duty, but that was a really bad clip to put in.
I mean, if you're showing that, I don't know.
Let's bring up some of the part where he was talking a little bit about the skill part of the game. I remember when this game first came out and stuff like that. I was pretty young at the time, like really young, and
he was like a fetus.
Yeah, pretty much. And I kind of was very well aware that the game didn't have there's a lot of luck maybe in there, kind of to a certain degree.
It's mostly dumb fun, you know. Like, would I consider this like game to take the most skill possible to do well all the time? No, sometimes you can just get lucky, but people who are good at this game are still good at this game, you know? I can't do as well as like Fortunate at this game ever, you know? He's just way better than me.
I agree.
Oh god, the Fat Christ is back.
He reincarnated the second time. This is a miracle.
Yeah.
He went to the gulag.
Yeah.
Fat Christ, what's going on? Are you just getting a blowjob from your girlfriend? Like, what do you keep disappearing off to, man?
No, my guy, I just want to say God gives pretty good head.
I do.
But he's like a few thousand miles away from you. How does that work?
Yeah.
Listen, God works in mysterious ways. Let's just say that.
No, Fat Christ just, put some peanut butter on his dick and his dog's just going down on it.
Well, that makes sense. Now everything makes sense.
Okay, now if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna die again.
Okay, Christ.
Okay, good for you.
Now, the thing is, guys, you know how God, he resurrected after 3 days? It's gonna take me about a half an hour.
Well, dog backward is
this
God.
This is the second
so.
coming of Christ. He comes back, and then he leaves, and then he comes back 30 minutes later.
Well, no, God,
Bro, listen.
dog backwards is God.
Like,
so
let's
he
just
really
say I
doesn't
come
do
fast.
That's true.
Right? I work slow, but I come fast.
Okay.
Especially when his
I
dog
really
is
do
doing
hope
it.
the second coming isn't like this. Jesus comes back and he's like, I'm here to save you. And then he's like, wait, I gotta leave for 30 minutes. I'll be back. Gotta get some Subway.
That'd be a pretty shitty rapture, bro.
I am here.
Then he comes back 30. He's like, oh shit, you're all in hell.
Damn, I should plan this out. Oh well.
Yeah. I mean, technically it hasn't happened yet, so, that could be the case. Like, Jesus might come, like, down, he's really unprepared, and he's like, oh, shit, I gotta go back.
I forgot the peanut butter.
Exactly.
Oh
That
man.
kid in school that forgets his math homework. It's like, oh guys, I've got my math homework. I left in my locker. Can I just go get it, teacher? Comes back, class is over.
Comes back with the M9.
Oh god.
Oh, oh. When a list
Continue.
of names drops out of his backpack.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to bring up one thing about like the competitive.
He forgot his
parts of it.
AK. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to bring up like kind of like the competitive part of MW2 and how like how that does not make it, since it's not a very competitive Call of Duty, let's just say, then it's objectively not good, which I find weird because when it came to game developers, and I'm going specifically to comparing it to Bungie. And Bungie, I remember in their Halo 2 documentary, said that they had this thing called 30 seconds of fun. If you're not having fun in that 30 seconds, then it's like not worth it in that game. They made that clear. So I think it's more important at the end of the day for a game to be fun than to be competitive, especially for
Well, I mean,
MW2.
like, what game are you into just because it's an e-sport, you know? You're usually into the game first, and if you're interested in it being an e-sport, it's afterwards, you know? It's not, you're not interested because it's an e-sport. So being like really competitive doesn't really add to your fun factor or why you would want to play the game.
Can I just point out the fact that he actually killed somebody by the name of NoobTuber?
It's not as good as Juice for Trump, but Juice for Trump is in the feed.
RIP to an RPG.
We now know why Trump lost the election now.
Oh my god. It's horrible.
But in Modern Warfare 2, everything was overpowered. No, everything killed quickly. Not everything was overpowered. Everything killed quickly, but some guns did it a lot easier. The TAR-21 kills nice and fast, but the ACR kills just about as fast and has no recoil.
Doesn't.
Do the
The ACR, the TAR kills a lot quicker close range. It kills in like 2 bullets where the ACR is 3.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck just happened. From the moment you paused to when you were talking, the video was still playing while you were talking.
Oh, was it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's connection, so I'll just replay it a little bit. But basically, he's talking about weapon balance right now.
Oh, not that. I was talking about when God was talking. I had no idea what the fuck he was saying. I know what this guy was saying.
Oh, okay. I basically said, he said like the TAR and ACR were exactly the same, you know, when time's the time to kill, but they weren't. The
No, I
TAR
think
was a
the
lot
ACR
better
was-
close range than the ACR. The
ACR was-
ACR was a really good gun, but, you know, close range, you would always win with the TAR.
Pretty much, yeah. The ACR was better long range because it had literally no recoil.
Yeah, and the TAR had more recoil because it had more power and killed in like 2 bullets.
It was more like horizontal recoil. It sprayed left and right. ACR was
Yeah.
vertical, but it was so small you couldn't notice it, period.
Yeah, exactly.
This man ain't even a true COD player if he doesn't know that.
ACR kills just about as fast and has no recoil. Do the math. This game is a steaming pile when it comes to balance, and I love it for it because it's older, and I know it going into it that I'm gonna get noob-tubed off of spawn, and I'm going to get quick-scoped as I'm hitting somebody because of, it's a nice mix here, and this is where the balance meets the connection. Shooting at a sniper, not getting a hit marker, and then immediately getting sniped as the game slowly chugs along and freezes before your body hits the ground, and then you have to smack X a bunch of times to respawn because the game's having a bit of an aneurysm. That's fun. And it's not just fun, it's...
Oh, perfect screen.
It's the baby-faced Jew.
I think his inner Modern Warfare 2 COD player is coming out right there.
I like how he says that this game, prevents suicide, but look at what we're looking at right now.
Another
It's him
contradicting
raging.
point right there. Good job, God.
He's giving in to his blood. Yeah, he's about to fucking kill himself with a fucking Nerf gun.
It's
It's called
Nerf
the
or
Mega
nothing.
Nerf gun.
Yeah, but he brought up another point again, just saying, that the game is laggy, but, a lot of it is just because he's playing against, like people, where he's not going to have good connection with because there's not enough people playing the game.
I'm surprised with overpowered weapons. He didn't bring up one of the guns that was very popular in MLG Call of Duty. Maybe this specifically in like objective, like gameplay, the UMP-45, doesn't even bring that up.
No, he doesn't.
And that was objectively the best gun in the game, I think, because of the mobility, its recoil, fire rate, damage.
Yeah, but just to go back on another point, I would argue the ACR was probably like my favorite gun in the game, but other guns did do stuff that was better. You know, the ACR wasn't always the objective best choice.
But yet he claims that all the guns were pretty much the same.
Yeah, no, it's true. But like I said earlier, the TAR definitely kills, quicker, in close range.
close
It's clearly
range.
more of a close range assault rifle. Also, too, with the ACR, if you didn't put stopping power on it, it wasn't nearly as good. Where the TAR, you could avoid putting stopping power and you might want to run another perk on it, instead, giving you thus a better class.
Exactly.
Yeah, those some things I also, I'm not sure if he brought up FAMAS or M16. Those were really good in this game.
He brings it up later.
Yeah, he does.
We'll get to those points because it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's consistently bad. Some of the shotguns kill you from halfway across the map, other shotguns need to be point blank. Sometimes it's very strange. Any of the bursts
Whoa, what?
stopping power.
What the fuck is he talking about?
He's talking about shotguns.
I have
about-
never once seen a shotgun in Modern Warfare 2 kill me from across the fucking map.
There was a point with the models, but they patched that.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't across the map. That was like within 30 feet. I can get that, but I'm pretty sure, like, you see where he is right now? If he moved a bit to the right and you saw, like, that terminal entrance, that hallway, I don't think the models 1887 could shoot that fucking far. That's across the map.
Yeah, but the thing is, too, like, all the shotguns I felt like were pretty consistent. Like, the AA-12 was
It was
super, like, high
fucking
fire rate,
incredible.
but super short range.
And
the Spaz had
it
a lot
only
of
had
range,
8
but it had slow
shots.
fire rate.
It had
Models
8 shots.
Yeah, models had good range. You could dual wield. Then Rangers were really good up close, but you only had like
but you only had 2
with them.
shots each. Models
Yeah,
were
like,
good, but they had to be
get
cocked
what he's
back.
saying here. It's not
like
that the
that.
shotguns were inconsistent. It was just that some shotguns were different than the other ones.
It would be nice if he
Yeah.
showed some evidence. Like seriously,
Like,
I haven't
this
really saw a
isn't-
shotgun all video or him at least use one to at least
This,
prove it.
this
or
man
get
is just
killed by
using his
one.
friend's claims. Like, dude, I remember back in like 08, or sorry, no, I remember
back
back
before this game came out.
back in the beta.
I had a
I
dream
remember
about
back in
MW2.
like I remember back in like 10 or 11, I got like fucking shot across the map with an 1887. This is bullshit, man. What the fuck? You should make a video about this.
Yeah, I want
Like
to just talk
10
about
years later.
Yeah, I just want to talk about launcher, or just guns in general. I would say, obviously, for primaries, assault rifles and SMGs were very popular, and then snipers. While like LMGs and like riot shields were more situational, and then when it came to secondaries, shotguns were really good, but pistols were nice. They were still adequate. Launchers were obviously useful,
And machine pistols.
and machine pistols were very nice. Like the Rafikas were really popular. The G18s were really popular. So, and then you gotta use a bunch of equipment that you could use and all that. So I don't really
Yeah.
see how this game is necessarily unbalanced, at least compared to other Call of Duties.
Yeah, and another thing with the LMGs, like I'd say the LMGs were probably the most poorly balanced because there's probably 2 in there that are hardly ever used. But people still used RPD and AUG, That wasn't a problem. Those guns people still ran and still were successful with.
And comparing it to other like Call of Duties, I remember Modern Warfare 3 being far less balanced than this.
I don't remember because I hated Modern Warfare 3 and didn't play any of it.
That's fair. I just remember there's a lot, obviously, assault rifles and SMGs. That's usually really common in Call of Duty. Then you had snipers. You had the shotguns, but the shotguns were really nerfed down in that game. I remember maybe when the KSG first came out, it was really good.
KSG was absolutely awful when it first came
Really,
out.
was it first? Then I'm confusing it with something else.
But we more or less get your point.
Yeah, it wasn't. Launchers were really situational, like especially situational. Versus in Modern Warfare 2, you could actually, use them far more frequently and all that. Obviously, with Scavenger and Danger close, maybe a little bit overpowered, I would say, but.
No, that's definitely agreeable. But this game never had a problem with the diversity of guns people were using. People were always running something different, and that's what kind of made it fun.
And it wasn't diverse in the sense that, people are just dumb at the game. They don't know how to play it. While it was more so that there was a lot of different ways you could actually play this game, which I greatly appreciate compared to to other games.
Yeah, exactly.
You know something I enjoy? I love how this is like a 14-minute video, but our talk is like gonna be an hour or something long.
Oh, dude, that's when is it not that?
I know, right? Oh man, I can only imagine the three
Dude, I'm
people
just
that
very
watched this for
passionate
an
about
hour.
Modern Warfare 2. It saved my marriage.
Dude, it also saved me from committing suicide. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
It'll-
how dare you
it'll-
call it unbalanced? How dare you? It saved my life.
At least this COD wasn't like the other CODs before people fucking started jumping around shooting and fucking
Yeah, it's like a Titanfall thing
flying.
right there, or Halo thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they took
exactly.
that from Halo. Like I don't know where COD players got that shit, unless freaking Halo players just started playing more COD.
It's when the
because-
Halo players decided to fuck the COD players' moms.
And
It's
then the
true.
COD players started fucking the Halo. It was like a revenge fuck compared to what the COD players did to Halo 4.
Yeah, the only people benefited from this were the moms because they got dick from everyone.
Yeah. And it saved their marriage.
It saved the marriage.
Yeah, exactly. Cheering the
I
husbands.
guess a
and
lot
saving
of
the marriage.
dads are just cucks out there and need to have like a 14-year-old kid fuck their wives to save their marriage.
What the fuck? Oh god. Well,
Kill in about one burst, and it's incredibly OP.
No,
You
it's
have to
not,
land 4 or
Boz.
5.
Okay, most guns in this game kill in 3 shots. How many bullets come out of one burst?
3.
Then it's not OP. Who is like complaining about the fact that they're getting killed by burst weapons in MW2?
Me, I'm not gonna lie. When I got killed by FAMAS, I was pretty fucking pissed off.
Exactly, but still, it's like, is it really all that different about getting shot by a different gun?
Yeah, because I feel like I got killed with a single right trigger click. It's like, what the fuck? It's
Okay.
bullshit.
Well, I guess maybe I differ there, but I didn't feel like, like burst weapons were OP.
My question, Forked Outlet, is how much would you say it would take for a automatic weapon, let's just say the AK-47?
I mean, like,
How
you
many
know,
bullets to the chest?
when it's like, I guess a good comparison weapon is ACR or M4A1. It takes like 6 or 7 bullets depending on where you hit them. But with the
No
FAMAS,
way.
like 3.
Well, depending, yeah. How about to the chest? Obviously, the FAMAS to the chest will kill in
Chest
like
was
3
like
bullets.
the chest was like 5 bullets for me.
5 bullets, so it's like a 2-bullet difference, and one is automatic, where you can hold down
Right.
the thing and you can
The,
shoot.
the, the
consistently.
problem is like with the
most of the
FAMAS.
guns kill in 3 bullets. The reason why you think it's 5, it's because you missed 2 of them.
Right, but then with, like the FAMAS is like they just press the RT trigger once, looking at you, and you're already dead. You know, while you would have to hold it down. You're technically wasting time doing that. in a
Exactly,
way.
but the FAMAS, if you miss 1 round of bullets,
Yeah,
you're
then
pretty
you
much
have
dead
to adjust
afterwards.
for-
That's why I say that's how it's balanced.
But
Also,
the problem
burst
is
weapons
like
are-
because it's a burst weapon, it has significantly less recoil because it's not automatic. So the chances of you missing is very low. But if you do miss out 1 bullet, you have to count with another right.
Well, yeah,
right
but
trigger
once you
click.
miss out on 1 bullet, you're pretty much dead after that. I think it's kind of a risk reward thing.
Right, but because it's so low recoil, the risk is significantly less than.
Okay,
for
that's
most of the
interesting. So you
weapons.
agree with this man here? I don't know.
In
I
a
just
way.
didn't feel like burst weapons were really that big of a problem in this game.
That's because not everyone used it.
Well,
But
I feel
the
like
few
if
times that
people,
did, it was like, what the fuck? How'd you
Pretty
kill?
much it only worked if you got those head connections.
Yeah, I can see that.
I would say this much about burst. How much better were burst weapons compared to like let's just say a M16 compared to an ACR? How much better was M16 to the ACR?
It wasn't better.
It
ACR
wasn't
was
better. No, I'm saying
Yeah.
the FAMAS as the burst weapon was stupid broken. The M16 sucked.
So you say the FAMAS was the best assault rifle in the game?
It was one of the best. If by burst weapon, it was the best. Damage, it was really OP. But I still think the ACR was the best. And then there was the F2000. What a great weapon that was.
Consecutive shots at range, where the M16 just needs to and you're gone. The funniest thing to me is that Infinity Ward decided
And a boom, 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 boom.
I like how he said the M16 was overpowered, and then Fork Outlet was like, no, it sucked.
It did suck. It's a shitty fucking gun. It was the FAMAS was overpowered.
He said the M16 was the overpowered one.
He said it. Well, clearly this guy's a
Redacted.
This guy's
Boy.
redacted, you mean? He's redacted.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. He's redacted.
Redacted.
I have to edit that out. Clearly this guy's redacted.
He's clearly redacted.
that they needed stopping power, but decided to remove Juggernaut so you can't counter it. The game needed Danger Close, but nothing to actually keep you from taking extra explosive damage. They got rid of Juggernaut, and they didn't think to put in, well, they did. They put in Blast Shield. They put in something you have to hit RB for, and then it gets rid of your heads-up display, and reduces some of your explosive damage. Okay, why does that have to take up an equipment slot? That should be a perk.
Because nobody wanted
do I
it
have
to be
to
a
do-
fucking perk. I'd rather it be equipment, so this way I can focus on having better perks, honestly.
Yeah, I can agree. There's definitely a
Yeah.
risk reward thing there. And the reason why they got rid of Juggernaut is because everyone hated it in the first Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it was so OP.
Exactly.
so
That's
much
the reason why
health.
they didn't have anything like it, because people would get frustrated when they shoot at a person, think they kill them, and then the red heart would appear.
To be fair, that's also the reason why they had stopping power in the first Modern Warfare to kind of counteract Juggernaut.
It's true. They have stopping power in this game, and while stopping power for a lot of classes is a go-to perk, I don't think it was so broken that it completely ruined the game.
The UMP-45, oh my god, that was different. That was fucking different.
Still surprised that
Literally-
he hasn't brought that up yet, the UMP.
3 or 4 bullets with a silencer, you're fucking dead. And that thing's ready to fire in accuracy at close range, unmatched.
Yeah, I would agree that was an overpowered weapon, but I don't know. I don't feel like stopping power, completely changed the game. Like, if you had a high DPS weapon like the TAR, or just did a lot of base damage like the TAR, you didn't have to put stopping power on it. You could put something else.
Right, like cold-blooded. That's what I always used.
Yeah, exactly. So there's definitely
Yeah.
different ways to play it. You didn't have to put stopping power on every class. You could definitely mix and match your perks.
I always just put cold-blooded because I didn't want to fuck with the UAV or any of the equipment they had.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
See?
just counteract their perks or whatever score streaks.
Yeah, the kill streaks for sure. I also would say, speaking of kill streaks, besides stopping power and danger close, even though this one was less popular, hardline was still really good because that was one less kill streak you had, or one less kill you had to get. For your kill streak.
That was like my favorite one because I
Should have been
suck at the
3
game.
less kills, man. Would have been so much better. 1 kill, you get a fucking care package. Boom. Easy.
One kill
Kill-
care package.
Yeah.
0 kill UAV. You just start out with it.
That'd be amazing, honestly. Just spam UAVs all game.
Yeah, no, I saw. What was the other second perk besides
I think it was danger close.
besides stopping power, danger close, cold blood, and hardline? What was the fifth one, or did they just had 4?
I can't remember.
They might have just had 4, but there could have been a fifth one.
Yeah, but I remember you used to be able to mix and match the perks pretty much. You didn't have to just use one set of perks.
Yeah,
Like, I really like sleight of hand, but some people didn't use it. It's just really up to what you're doing.
and sleight of hand was a first perk. It was like that light blue one with scavenger. It was also with blink. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. And sometimes you'd want scavenger just because you want to go on long streaks, like in a free-for-all match.
Then you had scrambler, which was super situational, and most people
That one
didn't.
was completely useless.
Yeah. Other than that, though, and then some of the yellow perks. So the third perk was sit rep, which was good for detecting explosives, which was all right. Steady aim, which was good for hip firing and holding down your breath. Commando, obviously, for people that like to rush or run around. And then
Just
there
be
was-
quick scopers.
Yeah,
and
or
drop from,
last
like, the-
stand was or it might have been last stand as the perk, and then they had the final stand death streak, or I might have it vice versa.
Yeah, final stand was the death streak. I still love how they had a death streak and a kill and a perk. Like
Yeah,
what?
that was funny.
They're like, in case you suck balls really bad, here we'll give you a final stand.
Activate it myself. It's like stopping power and really powerful explosions, but nothing to reduce the damage that you get from stopping power and nothing to reduce the damage you take from explosives. This is frustrating. This might have been the thing that led people to
Last
think
shield.
everything was overpowered, so nothing was. There wasn't any proper counters to the bullshit in this game. Now, I'm not saying you're
Blast shield.
Yeah, blast shield.
I'd argue with him that explosives were a little bit too overpowered, but they definitely put a counter to it.
Yeah, and I didn't mind
Yeah.
having explosives being overpowered because since the time to kill in this game was so like fast that there would be a lot of camping and there's going to be a lot of people playing stationary. So if people are just staying in one area and all of that, and you don't like to negate some of the camping, you have really good explosives. Yes, it probably should have been a little bit nerfed and all of that, but I can at least understand the process of it when they're making this game, and also I think to a certain degree, it did kind of make it somewhat balanced.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhat balanced. Obviously, it's not perfectly balanced. I don't think anything could be perfectly balanced.
True.
What do you guys have to comment on that?
I mean, you know, how you said it, like everything was OP, so nothing was OP, and there was nothing to counteract the bullshit. Well, there you go. If everything is OP, that is how you counteract the bullshit. You counteract bullshit with more bullshit. In this game, it's
Exactly.
literally play fire or beat fire with fire because there is no other way.
So
Yeah, and I think that's perfectly fine. You don't have to be the perfect counter.
if you're saying everything's OP, then the game is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You're only
can't say it's
limiting
unbalanced.
You're only limiting yourself because of your skill. You're not limiting yourself because of the game mechanics and what it offers.
I really wonder what, besides the ACR, even though besides the TAR, he said the TAR was significantly worse than the ACR, even though,
I would say it wasn't. I would say the ACR was better, but the TAR had moments where it shined.
yeah, I would say, I wish he brought up more examples of things not being used as much. I can't recall when I first watched this video that he said that, or anything, or he brought up more examples.
Guys, I like the mini Uzi. I thought the mini Uzi was
That thing
good in this
sucked
game.
balls, dude. Fuck the mini Uzi.
No, the mini Uzi was good, man.
No,
you could
man.
get kills
The
with
UMP
it.
was better.
The
No,
UMP was better, but you could still use the mini Uzi.
Yeah, I remember.
So you know what I just noticed that's funny? The second Fat Christ is gone, we start less talking about this man and more talking about his points.
Well, Fat Christ is the toxic one.
He brings out the toxic in us. Also, is he just getting another blowjob from his dog? What the fuck is going on?
Well, that's why he's the Messiah.
He's probably opening another bottle of Skippy peanut butter as we speak.
He's right.
The first one just wasn't
Leaves the
enough.
jar, just sticks it right on his junk.
We should just turn this stream into shitting on Fat Christ behind his back.
It's not behind his back because he knows he can hear us right now.
Yeah, you can fucking hear us. You don't care.
He's probably like, yeah, Jesse, do it to the sound of the roasting. I like being talked bad about.
Hear it by the sound of my voice.
I mean, like, white privilege. Remember that time you told him that he was good at video games and he got mad at that?
Oh yeah, I remember that. He
So
got really.
instead we just decided to shit on him and he was happy.
Yeah, he was in a really confusing mood that day.
God's back.
You mean Fat Christ? Hey, what's up?
Yo, man. That took a little bit longer than 30 minutes.
He ran out of Skippy peanut butter.
he failed November.
The peanut butter wasn't working, so he switched to jelly.
Exactly.
Fat Christ.
He's like, my dog's picky.
Fat Christ.
What
Before
the-
you banish us to hell,
Mhm.
how much of you? When was the last time you heard anything from this stream?
Okay, this man's useless. Just continue.
Skill doesn't come into question in this game, and I'm not saying that if you're bad, you'll just do well because you have a noob tube. This is not true, and I would never say that to somebody. That's stupid. But this game is flawed to high heaven.
Wait,
It needed so much love.
did you say if you're bad, you won't do well with a noob tube? That's bullshit. You know how many awful people have done great with Danger Close and fucking Grenade Launcher? Pretty much anyone that picks up a controller. Oh, I
I'll be
look at
honest,
this
I
general
tried
direction and
using
press
Danger
RT.
Close and a grenade launcher, and I have never done well in this game.
Are you serious? Bro.
He doesn't play Ground War though.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a ground war thing.
Well,
They
yeah, that's the
eventually got rid
thing.
of it.
You just pick up the class, literally look in the direction where people are generally spawning, and I guarantee you at least 7 out of 10 times you will get a kill.
I would say yes. Say this much about Ground War. That's the reason why they kind of got rid of it. So
You mean
Unfortunately.
wait, they got oh, you mean for future cards?
yeah, for like
Oh,
some
okay.
future
I was
proceed-
like, wait, they got rid of him all for 2. I don't remember that.
Yeah, they just released an update for it.
I mean, now they could do that, but back then, no.
Wow, I honestly did not know that.
Instead, we got domination or kill confirm, which is basically the same fucking thing, just smaller maps, or and maybe less players. I don't
Wait,
know
how's
which one.
so domination and
Well, ground war was basically just capture the flag, and that's the reason why no one really played the objective. They just went for kills. Dominations and kill confirms like the same thing. No one really goes for the objectives. They just go for the
okay.
kills.
I see what you're saying versus an S&D, they kind of go for the objective, but the objective is also to get kills in a way. So I
Right,
can see
and
that.
like team deathmatch and stuff like that, they have smaller populated lobbies. Now that they're bigger, Obviously you can do that,
Yeah.
but because they don't have the option to noob tube anymore because they learned from Modern Warfare 2's mistake, it's just not the same.
I
Love.
miss
Honestly,
tubing.
one big fucking patch for this game would make it so much better. If they do remaster Modern Warfare 2, and I do believe they're going to
They
with
did.
Infinity Ward's offering in
They didn't remaster
2019,
the
I want that.
multiplayer.
Yeah, no, because it would ruin their hard work for all the other CODs that they made.
Yeah, exactly.
They pretty much said, "What's the point?" Because they were adding some of Modern Warfare 2
You,
maps
you
to
want to know
Modern Warfare.
something? I feel like if they would have actually remastered Modern Warfare 2, like the multiplayer included, homie, I feel like that would have outplayed not only Modern Warfare, but also Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Oh, yeah,
Just
that's
like
the reason
that.
why they didn't remaster it. Because they're missing out at so much profit there. If they remastered Modern Warfare 2, people would just play that.
Yeah, but they make so much more money simply from the nostalgia purpose.
Well, no, they have to. I'd say they'd sell the game cheaper, and it kind of derails their old game. Their new games.
I
And then
guarantee
they
you,
couldn't sell DLC and stuff.
if they sold Modern Warfare 2 for the original $60 market price, almost everyone that ever played the original would automatically buy it. No doubt about it.
It's true, but would they buy the new COD?
No, but in that case, why even
Well,
bother
see,
work
that's
on a
the
new
thing.
COD?
If they don't buy the new COD, they can't keep on making new CODs then.
No, because eventually the thing would just die out. Then they can fuck with a new COD.
Okay, I disagree with it, but I'm glad Fat Christ is here, back with the arrows.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god. He's like, this fucking podcast and this video is so boring. I just want to have my dog suck my dick. Oh man.
This motherfucker, whoever's
Big bait.
Seb, fuck you.
What does that even fucking say? Big
Big
fat?
feet. Feet.
Oh, okay, big feet.
Got big feet, just so you know.
It did
You
say
can donate
fate.
to my only fans. I'll send you some pics.
No,
Oh,
my
man.
guy, listen, hold on. Last time I checked, motherfucker, you pay me for the feet pics. I don't pay you.
We do it mutually, all right. Now that's the agreement.
Listen,
in our
my guy,
relationship.
listen, I am so broke, my guy. I'm about on the verge of having to sell my feet pics on the corner.
No,
My
see,
guy.
Fat Christ is so broke that you could send him money so he could pay you money with the money you just sent him.
Bro, like you give me $20 and then you
He'll
ask
give you
about
$20 back. All right, that was some really great feed picks, man.
Yeah.
High quality.
Fucking 4K feed picks.
That sweet dedicated / peer-to-peer hybrid system we've been using. In case you guys don't know how that works, if you're too far away from a dedicated server that it detects you're going to have a bad connection to it, it'll connect you to peer-to-peer. This is helpful for some people that actually get worse connection on dedicated servers, and that's why when Call of Duty World War II turned off the dedicated servers, some people said the connection was better, and some people said it was worse, depending on where you live and depending on the quality of your internet. Yep, that's the case. And also, if you play on Wi-Fi, I don't want to hear anything. Nope, shut it. Nope, I don't want to hear shit about Call of Duty's connection. If you're going to play on Wi-Fi, you have already shot yourself in the foot.
Okay,
So anyway, I want that...
Okay, what kind of sweat warlord really cares of what kind of internet system they're playing on? It's just okay, you either who is specifically going to hook up an Ethernet cable just to play COD if you already have Wi-Fi?
I'm not. If I can be dead ass with you, homie, the way this guy is talking and whatnot literally sounds like if you want to play with him, you literally
Need the worst connection possible.
need to give him all the information about your router, the Ethernet cord connected to Ronald McDonald's asshole. I
heard he provides good internet.
Nah, I'm all set. This guy can go fuck off.
That McDonald's money can give you anything.
Yeah, he's like, bro, do you have good internet? He's just like, yeah, I'm hooked up to Ronald McDonald's asshole right now, dude.
It's like, shit, you can't get better than that.
Hey, man, you know what's up.
That's all you had to say. Yo, this redacted spitting.
Oh, man.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you guys don't
what
remember
did you
the
call me
time?
a redacted spitting? The fuck is that?
Bro, remember we gotta
You
stay.
got when you say a word that you're not allowed to say, you have to say redacted. That's the word.
Yo,
Our viewers will understand.
you guys are a bunch of redacted.
See, he gets it.
He gets it. All right, back to Ronald McDonald's asshole.
Yeah.
Though. Let's continue.
Yeah, no, I can't believe you guys don't remember back in breaking into McDonald's back in 2009 just so you could play Modern Warfare 2 to get great connection. Come on, great nostalgia moment.
Going to McDonald's. Where the fuck's Ronald?
Bust
I
out
need
the
to borrow
pedophile
his
phone.
asshole for like a couple
Yo,
of
I'm gonna be
hours.
deadass. That would straight up fucking kill me if this guy literally talks to you. He's like, "Who the fuck is Ronald McDonald?" Like,
He's like,
I'm
I only
sorry,
eat at
man.
Wendy's, good
Wait.
sir.
I'm sorry. Are you a Wendy's bitch? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I simped for the Wendy's girl.
He's like poggers.
He's like Poggers, my guy. I need to get that fat Wendy, my guy.
Hey, I
That
can
fat
agree with
Wendy's guy.
Bro, she mighty thick, my guy. She's
I like how we
thicker
just
than-
assume that she's mighty thick, but we only see her face, and she's like 12.
Listen, my guy.
That's good.
You don't know.
It's good enough for me.
We were meant to dream, which is the better part, so we could add all the parts and we could imagine that she's a different age.
It's amazing how much better the stream gets once Fat Christ rejoins.
Yeah, no, my guy. I just gotta make things interesting for you boys.
Hopefully you're done, hopefully you're now satisfied with how much your
Okay.
dick's been sucking.
Yeah, and I'd be surprised if he can
Listen,
come a
listen,
third
if-
time in a
Yeah,
row.
Tyrannosaurus Rex give him a blowjob.
Wendy's is just the daughter of Chef Boyardee.
Now, bruh, if Wendy came at me with a chef's hat, my guy, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to clap them cheeks.
You know, get the Wi-Fi, right? You're
Look,
gonna stick an Ethernet cable in there.
Yeah, right up the gooch, my guy, right up the gooch. Bruh, it's something about bitches in red, like the redhead bitches, bruh, in a chef's hat really gets me going.
All
I
right.
can agree with this.
Yeah, that's why we always hit up McDonald's. I always just
We
see
always hit on McDonald's. Fat Christ is in the drive-through.
Yeah, dude, I'm just like swooing the
Ronald
drive-thru
McDonald.
employee, bruh, just like, hey there.
Hey there, McDonald's.
I mean,
Hey.
Ronald McDonald has red hair, Wendy's has red hair, and the Burger King technically has red hair.
No,
So in
no,
other
no.
words, Fat Christ wants to fuck all of them.
Listen, my guy, like, don't even tempt me. That'd be the sickest, like, foursome that any person can even come to, my guy. All right?
Come to.
Like, literally, just imagine all the food that you can eat after just to recharge for the second round, my guy. Like, you get to choose your pick. Do you want stuff that came out of Wendy's asshole, fucking Ronald McDonald's, pecker, or do you want to just see what? Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, I'm sorry. Give me a sec. Apparently, all the power in my house just fucking flickered and everything's off. What
Well,
the?
I
Wow.
guess the real Christ is pissed.
You
He's
have
upset
sold my
that Fat
name.
Christ is more popular than he is.
How dare you take my name in vain, motherfucker.
I don't know. It was like when he recharges after the next round, all I could think of in my head was, "Good job, team! Get ready for the next round."
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what the fuck happened, but I'm now just chilling out in a dark room.
Jesus kills Fat Christ.
I guess
5
Fat Christ just became a redacted.
Jesus,
package coming your
Right.
way.
I'm not gonna lie, Jesus just came out of nowhere, bro, and just like unplugged the power cord leading to my house. He's like, "Bitch, don't need power."
You know, I think that actually makes sense now. Like whenever we make a YouTube video, redacted will be the perfect keyword.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I can say whatever I want, but no
You
one
mean
will know
shut
what
the
I'm saying.
redacted up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shut your redacted up.
I don't
Redacted.
know.
up.
You know, Fat Christ, maybe the power cord just came out of Ronald McDonald's asshole. That's the reason why your house is
And
no
not my
power.
guy. Listen, I get more power every time I pay like like $20 for Ronald McDonald to eat a fucking Big Mac.
He
Dude,
gets more power every time his dog just sucks his dick.
dude, listen. There's no better power than that. That's like going Ultra Instinct.
That's going ultra redacted.
Ultra Redacted. They was not ready.
All right, let's get to the end of this video. That was definitely the
Cool
highlight.
hybrid, peer-to-peer or dedicated server system, mostly because where I live, I only get dedicated servers in the newer Call of Duties. I think I maybe get one host migration a month, and that's only if I'm playing at a weird time of night. I want a nice big patch that fixes all of the major complaints people have about Modern Warfare 2, and on top of that, I just want it to look really pretty, and I think it'll be really fun, because Modern Warfare 2 is a really fun game that is piled high.
Hold on. Nah, hold on. Is this guy fucking
Redacted.
with some shit?
Redacted.
Like,
This guy's
I'm sorry.
redacted.
Is this guy redacted, or something? My God, like, did he completely and utterly forget when like Modern Warfare 2 came out? Like, dude, it's an old game. They're not gonna work and update an old game.
Oh, he's talking about in the remake. He's
Oh,
thinking
oh.
ideally they might remake it with the multiplayer. That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now that's completely different. I thought he was talking about the original Modern Warfare. I'm like, you need to jump in front of a moving car. Like,
Just blow up now. Just kill yourself. No, not if you play MW2. You're not on suicide hotline.
dude, what's his name? Logic picks up the phone. He's like, yeah, go
Redacted.
F yourself. I'm sorry.
Go redact
Redact
yourself.
yourself.
Guys, you gotta remember the key word. It's redacted, damn it.
Redacted.
It's always
Redact-
past tense, even if it doesn't make sense.
Redacted.
Redacted you.
I'm sorry. You want me
We
to
should name
redact
this
it
video
too?
Modern Warfare 2 isn't as redacted as you remember.
And not
According
bro,
to this
you gotta
man.
No, is it as good as you redacted?
As you redacted. Everything that redacts about Modern Warfare 2.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna have to do a bit of editing on all of the stuff that I didn't redact.
We'll
That's gonna
just
be a
have
lot of
like
fucking stuff.
Microsoft Sam say redacted.
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 With unnecessary bullshit. It's piled high with things that don't have counters.
You
things-
mean with unnecessary
It's
redacted?
unfortunate, but it has.
Yeah. The thing is, though, he didn't really mention that much the fix. It's sort of like rebalance, stopping power. That should take like a change of a few numbers if you really even wanted to. Change explosive damage. That's easy to fix. That's just changing a few numbers. And then it's just like get better servers. And I'm like, okay, if they re-release the game, they'll do that anyway. This seems like all really easy stuff to fix, and he's acting like it's a huge deal.
This is somewhat of a clickbait title.
No, honestly, I wouldn't put it past them to make a clickbait title.
No, I think it's more just entitled behavior because of what he's been playing.
Honestly, I think he's just completely and utterly redacted. Like,
Yeah, this man's just redacted, honestly.
He's retracted.
He's retracted.
In the mind, he's
My guy,
retracted.
He's prolapsed.
like he needs bro, like he needs a late term redaction. All right.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I bet this is the kind of guy that failed his
Redacted.
exam.
He failed his redacted exam. Duh.
Oh man. Okay, continue.
They found a couple lumps.
But regardless, it's fun to play. And the campaign of this game is fucking phenomenal. I cannot wait to load up the campaign for this game again. Oh my god. I can't wait to show my girlfriend the glory that is the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, because I think I'm going to play through it downstairs on the big TV and she can watch.
It'll prevent me from killing myself.
Well, because it will save their marriage.
Yeah, I like it how he says he's gonna make his girlfriend watch him play the campaign. Like that's like the number one way to lose your girlfriend.
Listen, my guy. It's okay. It's okay. That relationship wasn't gonna last long anyway.
that relationship was going to be redacted.
Yeah, like,
No, it was gonna be
like,
subtracted.
But I was saying, like, who would do that? Like, you know, you have a nice new girlfriend, and you're like, oh, you're gonna watch me play the MW2 campaign.
While I bone you.
Then she's gonna be like sitting there all bewildered, like, "Hey, babe, like, can we like do something else?" I'm like, nah, bitch. I'm sorry. I mean, nah, redacted.
It's like, you're not even gonna like watch a movie with her. You're like, you're gonna sit here and watch me play the MW2 remastered campaign.
Dude, like, you don't even understand, man. Like,
I guarantee within 5 minutes she like re-downloads Tinder, starts talking to other guys.
God. I will. I'm gonna ask you guys this: have you guys ever had, like, you know, any guys that's been
Redacted?
with in a
Absolutely.
relationship? Have you guys ever forced your girlfriend to watch you play MW2 campaign specifically?
Not MW2. I did
Ooh,
force
what
my
game?
friend to watch me play Elite Dangerous.
Okay, well,
oh,
there's a
dude,
reason
I
why
feel
she's
now.
next now.
I completely feel sorry for that broad.
She was probably like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I made her play it too.
Oh my god! And then next day she just dumped you.
Pretty much.
Kill her?
I tried to make her smarter. I think it just made her dumber.
Well, isn't that usually a bad thing?
I don't know if she was
Redacted.
naturally, so.
Well, we now know the identity.
Well, this guy's also redacted as well, so
Interesting.
Super excited for that. I'm super hyped because just don't even talk to me. I love the fucking campaign of this game. I love the entire Modern Warfare series in terms of, and I love the Modern Warfare series in terms of like all of them. But some of them are old. Actually, all 3 of them are kind of old, and they play like older games, and that's okay. I really can't fault them for that. I'm not saying Modern Warfare 2 is bad.
No, that's what you did for the entire video.
Retracted.
I'm not trying to redact it, but I'm just saying.
I'm just trying
Redacted.
to retract it.
But it was literally his whole point. He was just like, you know, these games aren't good, but I can't fault them for being older games.
Well, thanks for wasting almost 13 minutes of our well, really,
More like an hour.
several hours, but
Thanks for redacting our lives.
Redacted. Or like
Redacted.
retracted.
No, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to please subtract your life force.
Pay up.
Pay up with blood, please, now.
I would love to. Okay.
Make sure it's
I
your,
would love to. Okay.
make sure
I'm
it's
saying-
your one period. Nothing.
oh, okay.
It's not what it used to be, because unless you have a time machine, or unless you have some weird arrested development where you are permanently stuck at being 13 years old, this game's not going to have the same magic as it used to. Nostalgia is a little town you have to visit occasionally, much like a vacation spot. Because if you just stay in a vacation spot, you'll start to wonder if anything currently matters. The stuff going on right now will start to just fly past you, and you'll start to not notice it as much, and you'll start to care about it less, and you'll stop making new memories. You'll stop having new golden ages to look back on. Create new memories you can look back
Stop
on and
having
visit
your
later.
dog suck your dick.
Stop visiting your 13-year-old self. It's immature, it's selfish, and it's not.
Pause. So the fact that we have fond memories about a game that we used to play means we're immature.
Yeah, no. It's like, oh,
That
you
makes
just
a lot
like
of
this game,
sense.
you're not creating memories in another game. Oh, you're useless. You're immature.
No, I love how he's also like, okay, guys, so yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is great, you know, don't bash on it, but it kind of sucks. Also, stop being a kid and talking about Modern Warfare 2 while I banter about why I don't like Modern Warfare 2.
While I play MW2 remastered campaign in front of my girlfriend.
I think the little nostalgia is right there. Your girlfriend's probably like, oh, you're immature.
You're mature,
But I
you're
like
petty,
it
and
how
you're
he
argumentative.
talks down to you. It's like, oh, I remember enjoying that game. It's like, you're immature. You won't be successful.
You may as well kill yourself, even though Modern Warfare 2 saved you.
But I'm trying to save my marriage. That's because you're immature. Okay, that's why your marriage is failing. No, it's because my wife cheated on me. You're immature. Open relationship. Come on, it's 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
No
Oh
longer
my
exists.
god, guys.
Be open-minded, stop being immature, bro.
You
You're not
sure?
allowed.
She doesn't love you. She loves me, dumbass.
You gotta create new memories, man. You have to play the new COD. It's the only
She
way
loves
to be
Modern Warfare
successful in
2.
life.
Well, I play the COD, this COD remastered.
Yeah, what are the odds that this guy watches our video, goes to sleep one night, really thinks about it, and then the next day he's redacted?
Low.
When he goes to
Redacted.
line.
Redacted.
No,
Correct.
Oh,
Jesse,
no,
you
no, if
can't
he calls
say
us-
that.
Redacted.
The guy will tell him to play Modern Warfare 2 and it will save him.
And then he would basically on the phone was like, "Oh, I'm not immature. I'm just gonna play Modern Warfare 2 campaign."
And also, Seb, it's the redacted.
Redacted.
Yeah, no, it's the
Redact-
redacted
Redacted.
on. We already established this. Don't you remember what happened last time?
Nah, enough of this redacted shit. I want this guy to absolutely eat the front end of a fucking bumper.
Redacted.
So we
Not
do not condone this
thing to
violence.
do.
This is all on Fat Christ.
Listen, Fat Christ condones all of it.
Yeah, but that's your opinion, man.
He condones all of it.
Based off of the scripture, Fat
You
Christ
know,
condones.
regular Christ, he forgave you of your sins. Fat Christ, he condones all your sin.
He's like, "Fuck you, you're immature."
So when they crucified Fat Christ, dude, they get a 5-person kill streak in a care package.
Well,
Nah,
no, like crucifying
This
Fat Christ was
motherfucker
kind of
right
like beating
here.
on a pinata.
No, they just get like a 5% discount on Walmart sales.
That's why they did it.
What
these
do you
gamer
want to
tags.
be able to get at fucking Walmart for 5% off? Like,
You just buy a whole store for 5% off. That seems legit. In that case, I will establish myself in the laws of Fat Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Establish your dominance.
yeah, build up
I
your
crucified Fat Christ. I deserve this discount.
I'm
I
trying to
am
find-
here, and I am now.
I find these gamer tags really like weird, like James Skates 69 and Gracious Cats.
They definitely had some weird names back then. Not gonna lie.
Well, this is
I
like
didn't know-
taken like a couple years ago.
Yeah, 2018.
Oh wow. Bill, I guess people are on crack.
Always have been.
Always has been, man.
Pulls the gun.
Pulls the redacted.
The redacted. Okay, I'm done with saying redacted for now.
This is fucking.
Live your life the way you want to live it. Modern Warfare
Okay, thanks. Continue.
2 is deeply flawed, but I'm so glad it's backwards compatible because I have such fond memories for it. Thank you guys so much.
You just said it sucks.
He was just shitting on us for having fond memories of it. He's like, you gotta stop
Hey,
living in the past.
Yeah, rewind about a whole minute of that. Let's just hear his opinion again.
Where you are permanently stuck at being 13 years old, this game's not going to have the same magic as it used to. Nostalgia is a little town you have to visit occasionally, much like a vacation spot. Because if you just stay in a vacation spot, you'll start to wonder if anything currently matters. The stuff going on right now will start to just fly past you, and you'll start to not notice it as much, and you'll start to care about it less, and you'll stop making new memories. You'll stop having new golden ages to look back on. Create new memories you can look back on and visit later. Stop visiting your 13-year-old self. It's immature, it's selfish, and it's not an okay thing to do.
How is it selfish?
Yeah, it's
No,
just
no.
like I have an enjoyable
No,
memory.
guys, no,
Oh, you're
let-
so
let-
selfish.
Let him keep talking. Let him keep talking. He's trying to make a point.
But live your life the way you want to live it. Modern Warfare 2 is deeply flawed, but I'm so glad it's backwards compatible because I have such fond memories for it. Thank you guys so much for watching.
What a child.
Yeah, what a selfish child.
Stop
Oh my
looking
God.
back at your past memories. You're preventing yourself from creating new golden ones, asshole. Stop being so mature, you piece of shit. That's the reason why your girlfriend left you, is because you're so fucking immature.
I love how he wrote this lore that the one boob his girlfriend just left him. Like, we don't even know about this.
This is just the boom
This
lore.
man really is a hypocrite.
Oh, he's a fat fucking hypocrite. That's the reason why you can't take this video seriously. And the 1,000 people that liked it are just delusional liberals. They're like, oh, I cock up my butt.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but I like it how he talks about that people are like immature for looking at this game as like good almost.
Yeah, but then he's playing and he's like, I enjoy it as well. I'm like, that makes you immature, I guess, according to your own logic.
yeah.
No, my guy. The way this is starting to sound is like a very, very like pity type shit. Oh,
I mean,
man.
he's sounding pretty petty and argumentative to me. So
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make a whole video on this. Why is
Boom.
the one boom the one boom is actually gay?
expand on his
Oh,
already
it's-
existing
I
lore.
feel like that can go
Guys,
real
I have
far.
a what is it?
One
I have a
query.
minor in history. I'm an
You're
expert.
just a Sprite cranberry.
The answer is clear.
You are queer.
And tell me your guys' favorite memories about Modern Warfare 2. My favorite memory of Modern Warfare
What, does he just assume his subscribers are just total children? I like how he slowly says that. How about you go in your comments and talk about your fond memories?
Well, Matt, he just had a moment of realization that he was quite a hypocrite. He's like, if you have memories of this game, you're immature and a child. What are your fond memories?
yeah. What are your memories, child? I'm your daddy now.
What the hell?
Yeah, like the more this guy talks, I actually like want to break like everything in that damn room because like he made like he started going in
You
one
want to
direction.
break his piano?
Then he all of a sudden thought, oh, like, oh, you know, I might get a lot of hate for me saying all these things. So at the very end, I'm just gonna literally bullshit my way on saying, oh yeah, no, but trust me, I had a fun time. Like it's either you did or you didn't.
Yeah.
Well, clearly he didn't because he thinks it's immature to enjoy Modern Warfare 2.
As he plays Modern Warfare 2.
In front of his girlfriend.
Dude, honestly, I feel sorry for his girlfriend that she has to sit through all of his stupid shit, hear his really stupid ass rant that literally went nowhere.
Yeah, it's
It
very
didn't go
true.
anywhere. Like he started building up a case and then immediately redacted all of it.
I
In
mean,
those
that's
few
sad and
little
all,
words.
but I mean, his girlfriend probably sucked him off, which is the real national loss. that mouth could have been
He
going
didn't-
to any other man, but it
He
went to
didn't
that
have
one.
a Sprite
Homie,
cranberry.
you are completely right. No, while like she was wasting all of her time and energy sucking him off, like she could have been sucking us off.
Exactly. Oh, well, she will now because apparently, he's immature.
He's too small.
She just can't
He's a
handle someone
child.
immature like that, She's
I
a real
was
man.
gonna say, homie, like it is what it is, but it really isn't.
Warfare 2 happened today. I got recognized by somebody online. So yeah, shout out to the people that
I don't give a fuck.
I got recognized I'm a closet transphobic.
No, bro, I swear to God, if he says, "Oh yeah, no, I got recognized on Modern Warfare," bro, like, nah, you should just turn off that
He
fucking.
got recognized for being an immature child.
They destroyed his asshole.
Dude, I hope
He was selfish too.
He was selfish as well.
Oh, your spare time you play Modern Warfare 2?
Guys,
Selfish.
I really hope this video does reach, go to this guy so he can hear everything.
He
Just so
probably
he
looks
knows
back
how
and he's like, okay, this was kind of maybe a bad video.
Oh, man.
Well,
Nah.
homie, he's
You really watch our video and be like, oh, damn, these guys are right. I am a fucking idiot.
Fourth outlet. You're a small channel than this guy, yet you've been recognized on video games like older than this that you went
yeah, of
back
course,
and played.
man.
That was like retro gaming.
Bro, I was recognized back when I made that clickbaity video about how you can mod PS3 and Xbox 360. The guy was like, dude, I was in a match with you. I'm like, cool. I don't remember.
Well, you're selfish and immature. I'm not going to talk to you.
Direct quote right there.
I mean, the thing is, if you're argumentative and petty, you already know your future, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
You're
just-
going to
you're
be a
just
Confederate
gay.
general.
That's gay. That sleeps with other Confederate generals.
No, bro. Honestly,
recognize me.
I'm pretty sure if the Confederates had this guy as a general, they would have lost. As
They
soon as-
already did lose.
No, I know.
They would have lost faster.
In Fat Crisis alternate universe, the Confederates won.
I mean,
Like the redacted one.
what's it called? If
He puts an
if
ad
he
at the
would've-
final 2 seconds of his video. Why does he do that?
Because he wants that 14-minute long ad revenue.
That's so stupid.
I don't give a fuck about this guy.
He's like, guys, if you like my video, make sure to talk about it. But just remember, if you do talk about it, you're fucking selfish and immature, and stop living in the past because you should be creating new golden futures. Pussies.
Dude, I'm at a loss for words if you want me to be dead ass with you.
Yeah. When Fat Christ thinks you can't be saved, you're truly damned.
You're truly damned.
You just got crushed by the
It's
culture.
only a fact. Like, I only speak the facts.
It's very true.
In Modern Warfare 2 today, that was fucking awesome. See you when I see you. I've made my point.
I like it how he said,
Yeah? What point was that?
well,
The
he
Warfare
made this
2 is
video as
awful,
a day.
dude.
Surprise, surprise. It only took him one day.
Fat Christ and his own brother has spoken.
One boom.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, homie. Like, I swear to God, some of these content creators nowadays, bro, like, they literally don't do any research.
Oh,
when
by
they
the
make a
way,
video.
fun fact, apparently now with YouTube's new policy, every video is going to get ads regardless if you want it there or not, and you won't get paid for it, by the way. Is that bullshit? What's the
I
difference?
like
between
it's
different
funny how
TV
the
now?
next video that comes up is him criticizing other reviewers.
Ironic.
That'd be
No,
hilarious.
honestly, I feel like that would be perfect for the next one, homie. Mainly because then, we get to really
I mean,
dive
Clean Price
deep into
Gaming
the-
and Downward Thrust are pretty bad, so I can actually understand the criticism there.
I didn't know it was Clean Prince Gaming.
Oh, Cream Prince Gaming.
I didn't know that. I've used
It's
to thought I was.
No, bro, it's Cream Pie Gaming. Come on, get your shit right.
homie,
Redacted.
completely right.
Yeah, of course I'm right.
He's always right.
All right, yo, calm down. Don't get ahead of yourself now.
Yeah, that'd be your dog.
So what's going on now? We
I
still
think that's
talking
gonna
more
be the
about
end
that?
of the
Yeah,
podcast.
it's the end of the podcast, man. We
Yeah.
broke his argument down, just doing Call of Duty the community a favor.
All right.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah, we just had to roast a really giant dipshit on
Dip
him.
redacted.
You know what's funny? When Fat Christ wasn't here, we weren't roasting him at all. But as soon as you come back, that's
What are you talking
the
about?
stream turns into.
I thought we were.
My guy,
We should now be known as the Fat Squad Roasters.
As soon as Fat Christ joins the fucking party, my guy, listen, that's all it's gonna be is just roasting it.
See, this is Fat Cunt's Mega Evolution. It's Fat Christ. He's just a Pokemon character.
What's
Oh,
it called?
man.
Jesus Christ died for your sins. I'm the one who gave you the
He died for your burgers.
Fat Christ is cool with your sins.
Like, yo, man, like you
Jesus
won't
Christ
be-
is your uncle, and then Fat Christ is the cool uncle that your parents don't talk about.
It's because he's addicted to
Mommy,
crack.
Daddy, when are we gonna see Fat Christ again? We're not, sweetie. We're not.
Yeah, he's just addicted to crack.
he's addicted to Redacted.
Exactly.
Listen, sweetie. I want to let you know right now that Fat Christ, he's addicted to Redacted. What the fuck
He's
does that
addicted to your
mean, Dad?
mother. So we had to remove him from
Yeah,
the-
Fat Christ is not the virgin one.
You see
No,
your son.
Fat Christ redacted you at a young age.
Like, if you give me some time, I swear to God, if you have virgin ears, my guy, I'm gonna take that.
Gonna destroy it.
Dude, I'm gonna absolutely destroy it, my guy. Like destroying, like a nun destroying you for like writing with your left hand, homie.
Man can't go one fucking day without getting hated on. Oh, you don't know? Listen up, kids. Started 4 middle school. People in my face always acting real rude. Didn't know what to do. Could only afford to take the abuse.